I've been up for almost 30 hours.
No, well, you guys like to have sex in your sheets, and then you have no problem sleeping in them afterwards with all that funk and shit all over.
That's right, but at least we brushed our teeth in the morning.
Yes, with my woman. Hell yeah.
Hell no, and I'm with you.
Oh my God.
Shit.
You want to be in between the sheets all night long. Once you squirt in the bed and fight over who's gonna lay in the wet spot, like it's disgusting. You got the neck.
Your man can't satisfy you as a woman. Sleep in the bed all night fucking. You need a new man. Period.
No, we need new sheets after that.
Oh, you're gonna change sheets every week?
I guarantee you, none of you in this room use baby wipes or a bidet. All of you guys are using dry-ass toilet paper to smear the peanut butter shit all over your ass.
First of all, men don't know how to wipe their butt.
You got me fucked up. I
Bullshit. Bullshit, Jazz. I know bullshit.
Men don't know how to wipe their butts. You're the king.
Bullshit, Jazzy.
You're the kid mark kings. We don't want to.
Exactly, and they sleep in these dirty sheets with their poop particles all over.
Men need women for
that's why you got all the pussy juices down in y'all motherfucking thick pads. You nasty pussy motherfuckers.
Oh, now you don't like pussy, you like dick?
No, I said you nasty pussy.
You nasty
I like
pussy
clean pussy. I said you nasty pussies.
Nasty pussy motherfucker.
Don't call us that.
Nasty.
Well, then you like
you
nasty
walking around here talking you want to go on a date and go lay up, and you pull that motherfucking panty down with that motherfucking cotton. That shit is brown. Bitch, you ain't got no new panties in what, 2 years?
KP, ain't no way in hell. First of all, what the fuck?
Yeah,
that is a nasty,
who
that
are
is
the
a
people
nasty bitch.
Yeah, who are you taking home? Let's just talk about that.
Nasty bitches out here.
I know, one day I went in the girls' bathroom, I was like, is women really like this? Ew.
Yes.
I saw it.
And one of my first jobs, I would tell you, when I was working in college, I think it was my sophomore year, I was working as a janitor, on campus. And I got a job in environmental services. I was like, oh, hell no. And women back, like, fuck this shit. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I'm like, nah, hell nah. I went to the cafeteria. I was like, nah, fuck that. I'll go work in the cafeteria. Fuck this shit.
The shit that people do is so nasty. Yeah, it's nasty. Someone bring Kathy up.
Who?
Kathy.
She's not here anymore.
Oh.
Why, you wanted more?
I'm not looking at my phone.
Sorry.
KP, who the hell are you talking to?
She's talking to that nasty bitch.
He's talking to you. I ain't gonna lie, we can barely hear you. Yeah, you started
this shit. I'm like, nah, shit. I went
So I didn't know who the hell you was talking to.
the nigga is called having a house. Shit.
I'm tired of y'all. I'm about to get off here in a minute. I'm finna smoke and get the hell on.
Their logic is we're waging war. It's our right to wage war. We will continue to wage war. And by the way, send us the candy. That's not how the real world works. And they're discovering that, and you're discovering that. Okay? You can't wage war on people and say give me candy at the same time. You understand? I mean, is it sinking in a little?
He got cooked.
You know, I'm not going to give you candy, Lee, just so you understand. There's no candy that I'm going to give you to get you to agree.
Randy, as you were speaking,
Either get it or you don't.
Randy, as you were speaking, he was knocking you in the chat. So that's what's going on. Anyway, let Andre go. No, doesn't matter.
No, you guys, look, you took 3 on 1, you won't even let me talk for 10
3
seconds.
on 1. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Can I get 10 seconds? Can I
No,
get 10
let
seconds?
Andre. No.
No, I can't. Oh, man.
Give him 10 seconds and I'll go.
Let Andre
10
speak.
seconds and give you just 10 seconds and I'll go.
All right. If Andre says so, go. Lee, you got your 10 seconds. Take it or leave it.
Okay, like I said, Norm made a claim that in the Hamas charter it says they want to kill all the Jews around the world. I said, show me the line in the charter that says that. I'm not gonna be. Let me finish. Look, it's not even 10 seconds. What did I say? Not even 10 seconds.
I'll do it. What's your next point? I get it. I'll do it. What's your next point?
Okay, my next point is Randy's running cover for you. He knows that's not in the charter, right?
No.
Instead of once again, you interrupt. I can run and say what I want without Norm. I'm not running cover for anybody.
Okay.
Are all the Palestinians running cover? What does this mean, the running cover?
So if I may quote, I would like to quote a couple of things. So this is the source Hamas Covenant of 1988. It says, the day of judgment will not come about until Muslims fight the Jews, killing the Jews. When the Jews will hide behind stones and trees will say, "O Muslim, O Abdullah, there is a Jew behind me, come and kill him." Okay, that's the first instance.
Okay, 1988 and
Lee, don't
Do not interrupt him.
Lee, I want you to listen to this carefully because you.
I didn't even get 10 seconds. You know what? Andrew, you're talking. I didn't even get 10 seconds.
You got more than 10.
The charter. You're going to be pro-Israel after this.
That's 1988. 1988. We're in 2025.
Promise, Lee.
This is more recent for you.
Lee, you're going to join the idea. Go ahead.
So this is Fadi Hamad, Hamas senior officials 2019 speech. We must attack every Jew on the globe by
That's not the charter. That's not the charter. That's not the.
by way of slaughter and killing if God permits it. That's a senior official of Hamas. So the claim that Hamas or its representatives are not wanting to kill
I didn't say that. I said the charter.
He's reading.
Lee, don't interrupt. I sent you down. You come up after he finishes reading. Go ahead, Andre.
No, those are, he asked for instances where like there would be evidence that Hamas wants to kill all the Jews. So first one is the Hamas covenant. The second one is from the mouth of the horse, so to speak. It's the senior official who basically says the same type of message. So I'm not sure what his content.
He's in denial. Here's another line. Israel will exist and will continue to exist until Islam will obliterate it, just as it obliterated others before it. The martyr Imam Hassan al-Banna of blessed memory. This is in Hamas's charter. Why is this in their charter?
Oh, I found another one, Norm. So this is Mahmoud al-Khazar. Mahmoud al-Zahar. He's a co-founder of Hamas. Okay, this is 2010 in an interview. There is no place for you, Jews, among us, and you have no future among the nations of the world. You're headed for annihilation.
How did you get all that? I'd like to have that at my house. Text it to me. Text it to me personally. Okay. Now, let's bring Lee back up.
1 second. 1 second. Is that okay?
Okay.
These two, I think they're two ladies who want to speak. They've been asking in the chat for a while. So, how do you pronounce your name? Kanako? Not sure. You wanted to speak?
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you. And I'm from Japan, and I'm a pure Japanese. I don't know the other countries' nationalities in my family, but I can speak English and Spanish and Japanese and Portuguese. And I'm very confused about talking in Clubhouse with the United States of American people. So I'm here. Okay?
Well, welcome to you. Did you want to make a point?
Yeah, so I wanted to know about why the American people or United States of American people want to talk about Israel.
Because you have Jews that are
interpretation.
No.
You have to explain. How about you open?
Okay, Hannah, once
Yeah,
you
it's
ask the
simple.
question,
There's
you
Jews
let
that
him
live in America, and there's also people that may not be Muslim, but they're Palestinians or descendants of Palestinians, and so there are people that are tied to the region in this. America is not a homeland like Japan, so we come from all over the world. So this room is mostly Jewish and Muslim.
She wasn't done speaking.
I know the diversity already.
Okay.
Kevin Cola, may I explain to you?
Wait, I just want to ask, Lee asked for a reading of the, I guess he fled the room?
No, Lee got cooked. Lee got cooked.
One second. Hold on. Cassie,
Lee's on the stage.
Keep cooking for the cooks. Keep cooking for the
I'm not
cooks.
cooking.
So I think, my opinion,
Wait a second.
only my opinion.
Wait a second, Kano. Just wait a second. Lee, you heard us read the stuff. Do you have any response to what we read to you?
Yeah, you said the charter. I said the charter.
Yeah.
Why is he reading statements by some leaders? I said the charter. I was very direct.
We read both.
I was very direct.
We read both. What's your
Yeah,
response?
that's irrelevant. That's called
Why is it
conflation.
relevant?
It's called conflation. You're conflating.
Hang on.
Conflating two different things.
Hang on.
To make
We read you the chart. No. We read you both the charter. and
Okay,
the
I have
statements
to
of the
read
leaders.
here.
I'd like to answer Canna Cola's
One second.
No. I want to finish one conversation.
No,
and have the next
she said he
conversation.
could go. Linda said she could go, and you totally.
Calm down, Pepe. Calm down. So, Lee, do you have any response to the fact that they want to kill all the Jews on the planet?
It doesn't say that in the charter. That's something you made up.
Okay, so it's a combination of what it says in the charter, in addition to what the military leaders said. Do you have a response to what they said?
Like you said, we're taking one fact at a time, and
Yes.
the first statement you made was false. So let's take care of that.
Okay.
Then we can move on.
The first statement I made is correct, and the second statement I made is correct. Do you have a response to the words that we want to kill every Jew on the planet?
You can't respond to false acclamations.
There's no false
The
accusation.
first fucking charter said they wanted to fucking annihilate the Jews. Like I've heard this conversation so many times, and these people are gonna they're just gonna deny it, and then move the goalposts. It's like fucking stupid even having this conversation with them. They probably had this conversation a million times.
What about the charter that said they were gonna kill all Catholics? What about that one?
Listen, could I answer her question why we're talking about this in the first place?
No, I want to finish the conversation about killing all the Jews, Randy. Hold that for 1 second.
Please, Norm. Please,
Norm, you're being really fucking obnoxious, dude.
It's okay. I'll get over it. So,
He knows he is, and that's
yeah,
why
you
he's
can come back. So,
Do
Lee,
your thing.
Hamas said they want to kill all the Jews. What's your response?
That's a statement you made. Let's move on. You're born in the room.
I don't feel
Who
over
was the
Okay.
representative in Hamas?
it. It was also in their charter. All right, so you have no response.
No. Where was this published?
It's their official charter. You can find it.
No. Where was it published?
Yes.
Where was it published?
I'm sorry.
It was their fucking charter. If you're that
It's their
fucking
charter.
stupid that you don't understand it, but their
I'm
fucking
sorry.
charter.
I'm asking because I want to learn. What's your problem?
I posted references on the.
Why is he being so defensive? I'm asking because I want to give him a chance.
Andre is
Yale
trying to answer.
or a Jew.
Andre's trying to answer you.
Yale or a Jew.
He doesn't provide any proof.
Okay, hang on. I muted the room. We're going to go one at a time. Kathy, Andre will answer your question. Please stay quiet while he answers you. Go ahead, Andre.
Sorry, Kathy. So I posted a website for you. This is from lawyale.edu, and they are referencing the Hamas Covenant of 1988.
Okay, can you provide something that's academic, please?
18
Yes, it's in the chat.
It has a fucking. It is academic.
Yeah.
Can you provide something that's academic?
Kathy, this man was still speaking. Norm asked you to be quiet. I know that you're an adult, okay? At least you should be involving yourself in what Yale is. Yale is one of the best universities in the United States. It's a very academic source.
To me. He's responded to me, not you. So I need. No, I don't want a website. I want an.
One moment.
Okay, we're going to go one at a time. The academic institutions are online now.
It's on here.
Link to the link to Hamas's charter is in the chat. Just scroll up and you'll see it. There are numerous other sources. That's the answer to your question, Kathy. Pepe, you were up. Go ahead.
So, just really quickly to add to what you said, I will be very quick, Pepe. So this is from 2008 Lillian Goldman Law Library, 127 Wall Street, New Haven, Connecticut. So it doesn't get any more academic than that. Sorry.
So I'm just going to reiterate.
Yeah.
Basically, Yale. She might not know. She's not from the United States, but Yale, very prestigious university. Now, they have the top law school in the country, by the way. Literally number one. But with that being said, here's the thing: is that I've heard this conversation reiterated so many times. Now, there are the people that you can reach. That I would say, like, for example, some of the progressives or the young, confused people who are just used to hearing the surface layer chants, such as, oh, it's a genocide, it's a, apartheid state, it's, yada, yada, yada. But with the people you guys are kind of arguing with Lee, he's heard this shit before. He knows what he's doing. It is fruitless to try to win these people over. You're not going to turn these people into Zionists. I know that.
The thing is, it's not only to have discussion with Lee, it's other people who may be in the room or listening in the audience.
Linda, can I ask a question, Linda?
Yes, Iros, how are you?
Hey, how are you? Hi, guys. I have a question for the people from Israel, or, the one who supports Israel. So, as far as I'm concerned, I said many times, I'm a journalist, I'm independent. If the United States were to decline in global influence, what the consequences would be for Israel? Because there is no superpower to help Israel, and also there is no superpower to send weapons, and also politically and diplomatically. This would be a big disaster. Is there anyone to answer this question?
It's an interesting question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I hear my own echo, so somebody's going to have to answer. Oh, am I okay? Okay. So Israel's also forming alliances with other countries in the Middle East. So very soon there'll be normalization with Saudi Arabia, who's going to bring aboard 9 other Muslim countries. That's besides Israel's other allies. But you're right, America's a superpower. But another ally of of Israel would be, say, Australia, New Zealand, England, France, etc., and some Baltic countries. But your point is taken that America is a superpower. I don't know how. The truth is, I'm going to throw that. I would have liked to have asked Andre, because I think he would know the information by heart. But that's a good question, Zagros. I don't know. That is a good question.
But do you think
I know that Israel... Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think that obviously them being an ally of the United States and us, the most powerful country in the world, supporting them, especially like in the UN and everything else, is going to hold a lot of, it's obviously invaluable help. But do you think that without the US's help, do you think that they would, something bad would happen to them? So the gentleman who asked the question.
Well, Pepe, Israel existed without United States support for the first
few decades, 20 years, yeah.
Yeah, for the first 20 years of its existence. By the way, Israel even had some support from Russia until it became clear that Israel was not going to become a communist satellite. So Israel, has lots of backup plans and backups of backups. Obviously, I'm going to say we, as a Jew and an American, are very grateful for American support. And that support comes because Israel serves America's interest. No other reason. Israel is not America is not in the business of arming countries that do not conform to its interests. That would be stupid. So Israel and the United States work very closely together, especially on intelligence. And intelligence is probably the most powerful and valuable weapon because it can prevent conflict. So I guess that's my answer to you. For the foreseeable future, America is probably Israel's best ally. It was true under Biden, and now we're seeing how Biden actually held us back in the prosecution of this war. And it's certainly true under the exact opposite of Biden, which is Donald John Trump from Queens, New York.
Andre, are you back?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because you were on the phone when Zagros, who's a journalist, asked the question. His question was, if Israel did not have the backing of the United States, who's a superpower, do you think then Israel, what was your question, Zagros? Will we going to decline?
Yeah.
You asked the question, right, so I think Andre can provide a proper answer. Go, Andre.
I repeat the question. If the United States were to decline in global influence, like the former Soviet Union, what the consequences would be for Israel? There is no superpower to help you. There is no, you don't receive many weapons, especially the advanced weapons, and in terms of military, politics, and diplomatic play. And the area is boiling. The area is boiling. You have 22 Arab countries at the same time, the Islamic countries, and you have Pakistan as a atomic bomb. So so I was thinking about this. Yeah, that was the question.
So you're basically asking what would happen if the United States would keys to support Israel. I mean, on one hand, I think it wouldn't be like a news to anybody. It would be catastrophic for Israel. But at the same time, I think Israel has shown that it has an ability of holding its own, and it's also, it's also fostering relationships with other countries, including some of the Arabic countries that seem to be, trying to modernize themselves and, reform the old traditions that have been holding the Arab world back with the whole Muslim religion and the proliferation of that religion. But I mean, it's a sort of hypothetical, so my answer is also hypothetical.
I mean, I'm not an expert, but I could see what would be a problem for Israel is, let's say, the United States dropped their support, but then China, Russia, Iran, they were all like, yeah, fuck you, Israel. And pretty much everybody shunned them, and a lot of countries felt emboldened to go after them, knowing that they were not going to have to face the wrath of these major world superpowers. I mean, that would take, that's a hypothetical that I don't really see happening.
Yeah, I mean, neither do I. Because, you say that the United States would stop helping Israel, because Israel is like a burning beacon of Western values and surrounded by totalitarian regimes. So it's in the best interest of the United States, in order to support its trade network and kind of have an example of a country that is successful with those Western values in the East. I think it's in the best interest of the United States.
Do you know that Israel has the amount of American citizens living there than some major cities in America?
Yeah, it's what is it, 11 million total?
I'm talking about American citizens.
Uh-huh. Has as many American citizens living there as many
who have American citizens. There's about 7.
Yeah, I'm not surprised there. I do have questions for the West, though, and I do get this sixth sense that maybe the West is going to have some dark times ahead of it. And I do think views
it is going to like affect views of Israel. When you look at like the younger demographics and their views, like when it comes to how much they care about democracy, how much more open they are to having, you know, an authoritarian ruler, what their views are on things like Israel, feminism, a lot of shit. It's quite a bit different, and I do think that one thing people have to look at is the demographics, for example, of Europe, which is the bulk, and the United States, the bulk of the power in the Western world. The children that are being born there are largely today non-Western. And of course, in Europe's case, a lot more of them are Muslim. And I don't know demographically how well that's gonna work out for maintaining Western values that at least we've enjoyed from the second half of the last century.
Pepe, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think that the loudest voices against Israel in America...
You're breaking in and out. I only heard do I think the loudest voices, and then you cut out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that the loudest voices against Israel, the groypers, you know, the people who are the loudest voices against Israel, do you really think that they're going to be able to sustain that rhetoric into the next generation that they have direct influence over? These people don't date.
You're breaking up.
Well, I can answer that. In a short part, yes. What you saw, and it's really weird to see this, because like being the dissident right, like years ago, and I remember like kind of being amazed, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, seeing how like a lot of the things I would only hear in like far right circles, never on the mainstream, were really starting to pop up. If I was to go on X right now, it's like anything and everything I saw back then is kind of gone mainstream, and it is what's really weird is it's also become kind of like a multicultural
Voices against Israel.
quasi-white nationalist, quasi-Nazi, and in a weird way, quasi-pro-Western, like amalgamation, where you have the big people like Andrew Tate, you know, like Myron Gaines, all of these people of color, Kanye West, talking shit about their own people, like, you know, black people, foreigners, the Jews. And of course, a part of it too is like you have to understand when we were young, because I'm in my 40s, being punk rock was your way to rebel. It was getting tattoos and coloring your hair weird colors and that kind of stuff. But now that's kind of become, for the last, you know, decade or so, that's kind of like, oh hey, we embrace all of this shit. You know, corporate media, social media, academic institutions, being that person is kind of considered in a way like the new wholesome. And so I think you kind of saw like a natural rebellion of young men who are like, well, fuck tattoos and fuck embracing homosexuality. I'm straight. In fact, I'm super straight. And I'm going to go to church because you people don't do it. Yeah, I'm really rebelling now. And I'm going to be very, like, misogynistic. Like, all of this stuff. Like, I see these young men rebelling, which is kind of, in a way, I think, like, somewhat predictable.
Exactly.
Much
And
the way people in the 60s did, in the opposite direction.
And eventually, a lot of these you know, the hippie love child
can't make any shit up.
I mean, it's kind of a trope. Like, it's not a trope, but it's a joke. A lot of people will make, like, particularly like those I've listened to academics in political sciences and sociology and so forth talk about this. You do get the group of people that tend to overshoot, and they do tend to be the loudest. The people that will shoot to the far left or to the far right as reactionaries tend to be like over the top and stupid, and generally their minds are pretty malleable or malleable. So I don't know. It's interesting, but I do think that like when it comes to Israel in particular, like there was a significant event that happened, less than 80 years ago, and it was it kind of like served as an example to say like, hey, this is what happens if you take like rhetoric, especially far right rhetoric, too far, or ideas too far, and I mean, as we go further and further away from that, and as the populations of Europe and America are less and less European, I think it's gonna weigh on their conscious and their what they think is in the scope of appropriate discourse, like way less.
Well, and I'm glad that you mentioned appropriate discourse, because I don't think that it's going to come down to conscience. I think it's going to come down to survival. The far-right rhetoric and the far-left rhetoric are very, very, very small microcosms that, truthfully speaking, we see a sprinkle of it in society with people protesting. We see a little bit of it on social media, but living our day-to-day lives, we're not necessarily encountering this shit on an everyday, all-day basis. You see what I'm saying? Now, I can only speak to where I live. I live in the second largest city in the country. So, I mean, it's one of those things where, yeah, people do talk a lot of shit and people do hold their beliefs. But once it gets to the point where some of these internet people start becoming comfortable and saying this shit out on the street, they're going to learn lessons very quickly.
Well, we've been like, I think with what we've
So, I mean, it's a problem, but I don't feel like it's as big of a problem as a lot of people are making it seem to be on.
Oh, I think it's a huge problem.
As far as, no, but I'm saying as far as that speaking to that being like a litmus test as to the rest of what the collective population feels. It is a problem online. Don't get me wrong. I will be the first to say that. My whole point is that I don't think that it exemplifies the way that the average American or the average people in these said places actually think. And I'm talking specifically in America. I'm not talking about overseas. I'm talking about in America.
Well, I think that like even with the Democrats, and that was kind of their big problem, is that the far left wackies and the squad and so forth, they kept some chains on the mainstream, or I should say the more moderate Democrats, and you're kind of seeing the same thing with Republicans. A lot of people are having their feet held to the fire because they're not they don't believe with the further right wing or extremist point of view. I would just caution this, like a lot of like 80 years.
But how much power does the extremist point of view hold in America to where the Republicans need to concede? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, yes, these people are very loud. Some of them have a very big mic. But at the end of the day, Alex Jones does not control elections.
Yeah, well, Alex Jones is a retard. But I'm talking about, like, in reality, and I don't want to hog the mic, I would just say this. If we look out the last 80 years or so, that's a small blip in history. I mean, there were times where in Mesopotamia, even when it was Muslim, it was considered progressive, and they're, better than Europe, in most places in Europe. It's everything can change, and it's a shitty thing to have to think about, but I don't see like even the United States, I don't think we're always going to be a superpower. I don't see how that's even possible. I just, but I do think that, like, as we've seen that the standards have changed, the standards of living for Americans, like buying a house, being able to, one income, be able to support a whole fucking families in the 60s. Yeah, I mean, after we fucked up Europe and Japan and we weren't competing with them, at least when it came to manufacturing, we could afford all that, but that all fucking changed. And the quote unquote good old days were like literally a blip.
So
that was not sustainable.
Pepe, when you talk about the good old days, the 1950s and the 1960s, okay, people's priorities are different. Okay, they had different attitudes towards leisure. That is around the time that you saw the explosion of the suburban market, not to be filmed on Housewives, but for people to be in ecosystems where their kids can play outside. Somewhere along the way, our generational priorities have changed.
Yeah,
and that is where there's an imbalance in terms.
Well,
I'm not talking about birth
plan and birth control. There's a lot of things that changed since those days.
Go ahead, Andre. I think you were trying to say something.
Oh, I was just going to ask you, do you think that radicals don't control the narrative in politics nowadays?
To some degree, yes, but the funding behind it, no.
I think they still push it. I still think they.
Yeah. So I actually there was about 3 or 4 years I've heard this description of how the democratic or free societies work, and I really kind of liked it. So I adapted it to you. It's not the majority that makes that wags the tail. It's a very, very vocal minority. So it's the people who really, really want to change it. So they can convince the rest of the population that it's more or less indifferent to whatever that issue is, to go along with them and to vote with them. And it seems to be like with all of those drastic changes, especially when it was concerned about like minority populations, it seemed to be the case where the minority that really needs the change will make its case very loudly and very, forcefully, and then the majority just goes along with it. And another interesting things I've noticed is that have you heard about this experiment in Colorado when they divided people into 2 homogenous political groups and kind of saw like what happened to them in terms of the inner group dynamic? Have you heard about this experiment? So I think that was in late 2000s, and what they did, they basically had a group in Colorado Springs, which is highly conservative, and then they had a Denver group. It was not a large group. I think it was like about 15 or so people. And their hypothesis was that because you didn't have to fight the opposition, you kind of relax your views and you become more moderate because there's no conflict to be had. But the opposite actually happened instead, because people needed to emphasize themselves within the homogeneous point of view. They became more and more radical because they had to, within that kind of stream of thought, they had to make themselves more visible. So they became more and more radicalized. And
yes, you bring up a good point. No, that is real. It's called tribal signaling. So,
yes, exactly. That's exactly what it was. It was tribal signaling.
Tribal signaling?
So it's happening in the internet sphere, and then it starts spilling out in the real life. People, they lose the barrier that they decide between like the world online and the world with real people. And so, like, how they behave on Facebook in those homogenous communities, it kind of spills to the way they act in the real life.
It's correct. And so, like, you can look at it 2 different ways, from the left and the right. Like, the left, it could be these white colonial people. I know Israel's mostly non-white, but, let's go with what these like to say. Genocidal people. Then, some will say, well, from the river to sea, what does that mean? Oh, yeah, it means the opposite. It means we need to fucking kill these people. They're genociders. They're colonizers. Do you really care about freedom? if you're not really for the fight, then maybe this isn't for you. But I actually care about justice, and that's their way of like posturing, and then they move people to the left. And of course, they're right. You guys can kind of get it. I don't need to do another example, but that is a and it's also another term for it is purity spiraling, where when you go on through tribal signaling, people end up doing a purity spiral, where you're only a true I don't know, radical leftist or a true far right wing person if you believe all of these beliefs. And you're not a real right winger if you're not willing to just kick out all of the Jews and even put them in ovens, because fuck these people. I mean, that is a real thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting dynamic, and like with the whole colonial project or anti-colonial project, I should say. One of the books, and I need to like I only read parts of it, but I want to read the whole thing, like with Jason Mewes. It's Fanon, the Wretched of the Earth.
I know that from
where it's explicitly talks about, murderous intent towards your opposition, and for the reason, and it's just it's an attempt to justify the killing, justify genocide of people whose ancestors have been unjust to your ancestors.
And see, that's where I struggle with listening to a lot of that pro-Palestinian rhetoric and accusing Jewish people and Israel of genocide. Like, that's where I struggle with it. Because for me, it's like, listen, there was no murderous intent for what we're seeing in this propaganda that's happening on social media. There was no murderous intent on trying to take out armed forces that existed over a wall that sent paragliders and a bunch of missiles into freaking Israel. So there was no murderous intent there. There was an intent to defend, and I can't understand why people don't get that.
Andre, it's interesting you bring that up about the ancestors. There's I forget the name of he's a professor of sociology, or he was at the University of Arizona. I used to go there, but he's on tape saying this. It's on social media. But he was part of the Weather Underground in the 60s, a terrorist far-left organization in the U.S. And he said at one of the meetings they had, the open discussion was, well, is it okay to kill newborn white children? And because through their lens, of course, it was like, well, they'll grow up to be part of this hierarchical structure that is going to be oppressive and so forth. And he said, like, one person spoke out, but he was just, like, booed. He was shouted down, like, oh, dude, why, how could you? It just kind of shows, like, the level of sickness that they had. And this was in the 60s, which I wasn't alive then, but my dad...
So let me ask you a question.
He was in his 20s, and he said it was pretty fucking nutty then.
The way that narrative's being deployed now, okay, where people keep putting the children in front of this argument. Children exist in populace, okay? We all understand that. Why is there not a conversation about the said parents and not adhering to evacuations, adhering to a side that was reasonable of not continuing to resist in this radical anarchist movement? Where's the conversation there?
Well, in Gaza, it doesn't.
No, but it does work like that.
No,
it works like that in humanity. It works like that in humanity and parental
Hamas would
instinct.
gun down. No, Hamas will gun down people who would try to flee originally. So, like, Israel would drop the leaflets, and then it was on video. Like they saw like a street full of like dead people, like children, women, men. Just because they tried to flee. They're like, hey, how dare you bastards not become cannon fodder for the international media. I wasn't alive then.
So then who is the one committing genocide?
Well, Hamas obviously
okay then. So that's
PR.
Right. So that's what I don't understand and what people don't get.
Well, because Adams, it's this mechanism that kicks in. You know, first there's a belief, then there's a self conviction that the belief is true, and then there's rationalization. You know, that is justifying that what you believe is true.
I hear where you're coming from with that, but I feel like anybody that thinks to criticize the actions and further the propaganda against Israel, number one is a Jew hate, number two is the Jew hate, number three is the Jew hate, number four is the Jew hate. That's basically what it comes down to. They try to create these little tricky little gotcha moments and all this other bullshit. It all comes down to action and reaction. Offensive and defensive. So, I mean, anybody who's arguing anything around that, it goes back to my whole agenda with these people. It's all Jew. That's what it comes down to.
Not necessarily. I think that's too simplistic. And the reason being is that...
No, it's fundamental with these people. That's what you're not understanding.
Sure. But I think, like, when it comes to why people hate or hold their extremist beliefs, they can actually be, and I'm going to say this because it's going to sound bizarre, highly moral. Their moral compass it's a little bit different. But when it comes to radicalization, people oftentimes in their head think their way is correct. Logically, they think they're correct. And they're not necessarily evil people. But their ideology will cause them to do evil things. And it's not, it's really, you can't deduce it just to being, quote unquote, a hater, a bigot, like whatever. I mean,
you don't think that there's one common theme here?
Like with what? With Israel, I think it comes from many different angles.
Okay, but you don't think that it intersects at one train station?
No, I don't think the far leftists, and I'm being dead honest, I can tell you the far right, they, what they'll say about Jews is like very dehumanizing, very, and they want to do horrible shit to them. I don't think the left hates Jews. I think they see them as quote unquote oppressors, and they're willing to even violently eliminate the hierarchical structures. But I think they come at it from a different angle.
So Pepe, okay? Do you know one to love their oppressor? Do you know one? Do you know any human being or in any existence in humanity where a sane, rational person, okay, with the cognitive abilities to spew the things that they spew on a regular basis, do you think that they actually love their said oppressor?
I think sane people, I'm going to be honest with you, I think a lot of the German kids that grew up in Germany were probably sane and not hateful and did horrible things because they were indoctrinated. I don't know that they were necessarily bad people.
Okay, but I'm not talking about just German kids in Germany or German kids in white America. I'm talking about Black America. I'm talking about, a lot of the hatred and where it's coming from. Okay, it all intersects in one central place. They open up rooms every single day criticizing Jews. You could be talking about the sun, the weather. It's the Jews' fault. The Jews, it's the sun coming up. It comes down to that. Then they open up rooms and then start talking about this conflict. So again, I mean, if people want to be disingenuous and say that it doesn't intersect with one central theme, I mean, hey, we can do that. But, I mean, nobody's going to sit here and piss on my leg and tell me it's raining.
Sure. No, actually, I think when it comes to African Americans, it's a very different...
It's not just African Americans. They've actually clicked up with a lot of white nationals in holding these conversations about Jews.
Sure. But I think, like, with African Americans, they take anti-Israel sentiment for two different reasons. They juxtapose their quote-unquote plight with the Israeli-Palestine conflict, and so they end up basically putting themselves on as the quote-unquote colored people, which is Palestine, and the quote-unquote white oppressors, Israel. But then you also have the ones that also kind of looking away. You have black people that are ethnocentric that are like, while they also feel that like, oh, the white man is keeping us down. Oh, but these Jewish motherfuckers are the ones who are writing the record deals. They're, you know, yada yada yada.
But they're not.
So that they kind of like punch up at them, and they say, well, Jews are kind of more in a way powerful than a lot of white men are overrepresented. So yeah, they're also like super bad guys in comparison to white people. So they do it for slightly different reasons, but it's
But Pepe, they're not Afrocentric, okay? They're not Afrocentric. But they're not. Because again, it's a cover to be able to collect an audience. You see what I'm saying? They're very broken people. And in their brokenness, they want to blame a very convenient narrative that has worked and collectively bringing in an
but that's
audience.
what a lot of but that's
Why is it that they're always focused on you know, Jewish people and the
they're
record
not just
industry?
focused on Jewish people.
Why are they not? Hold on.
White
Why
people.
are they not focused on, you know, how can Black America get into oil and the mineral industry? They don't want to have those conversations. How can Black America get into the hedge funds?
Damn. Some intense shit right there, huh?
Yeah, black people are able to use the N-word. Do you understand the context and why all that story?
Do you know why I say that I don't even allow them to say it in my room?
Allow them to say it? Black
I don't allow them to say it in my room either.
Okay, but that's not the question. The question is, do you understand why they say it? Why they can use it?
No. What is your reasoning behind that? What is your reasoning? Why can they? Why
We're
can
doing
they?
this after 4 years.
Why? No. Like what?
You don't know.
Make it make sense.
You never had a conversation with a black person about that word, ever.
Always, yes, and I know why they say that they can say it because they.
Okay. Jandy, can you kick wisdom out? I don't want to be straight.
Yeah.
Straight all your boy.
Got you.
It doesn't make sense. It does.
Okay, I don't know.
You should get ready to dance. No, you just said that was like my. Ah. Je vais être. Je demande à aller sans chaud mon Dieu. Welcome. Kia ora.
Hello, is this politique de forêt?
Too soon we just talking to you, mine just got a voice changer. Don't do that, that's not fair. Is it true? Well, you can. He was just explaining to me how you can get one off Google and you can get yourself a new, what do you call it? A new phone number every day on Google Phone or Google whatever. Google Voice. I don't like it. One of those. I hate it. I think it's terrible. I hate it a lot. I think it's terrible. I don't like it at all. No, but I would like to be able to ring into these, some of these YouTube shows that I watch, but I can't. If I could get a telephone number, I probably could. I don't. I'm always like, I think you should stand by like your name and like, yeah, I hate pseudonyms. I think there's some cases where I guess you have to, but like we're just regular people. We should have to just say what we think. I don't know. Do you use your real name on X? Yeah. My real name. Yeah, my real name's everywhere. My real name is on all my social media, everything. It's all my real name. The only thing I do to protect myself a little bit is I don't say where I work.
Like, that's I hope I haven't. I might have when I've been too drunk, but I hope not. Yeah, I don't know how people do find out. Hi, Mama. Oh, kia ora, Mama. I can't see the other gentleman's name that's here. Rita. Nice to see you. There was something that I forgot to tell you last week, Mama, and I was watching Days of Our Lives, right? And someone actually said Chi-Hua. I can't remember the whole line, but it was Chi-Hua, and I'm like,
On Days of Our Lives? Days of Our Lives?
We're in secretary. Yes, they do.
Well, I remember
I still watch it.
the old one from the 80s.
Yeah.
Victor Christakis or whatever his name was?
Kyriakis, he's actually died in real life.
He'd be 120 years old by now.
Yeah. I tell you watch it every day, Lisa. That's what I'm every day. When do you watch it? It's on weekdays, so Tuesday morning is America's a Monday afternoon, so that's when I get to watch it.
You saw Leading Man and you thought of me? What was that?
No, one of the lives.
Like Mona.
He said, that's on Chi-Hua, but I can't even remember the whole line. It just cracked me up.
Oh yeah, the Samoan Paumu.
What does that mean? What does it mean?
Wow. Right? You know what it is, right?
But what does it mean, Mama?
It's actually it's Siu Susu. So when you hear somebody go Chi-Hoo, it's actually what they used to say is like when they yell and say something. It's hard to explain exactly what the phone is, but basically it's like Siu Susu.
What does it mean?
It means that the Siu is wet. Like say, all right. Now, sometimes when people have gotten drunk, or as a big sign of disrespect, you can get killed, or you can get really beat up bad. And let's say I was a bad drunk, and my rugby rivalries were a bunch of assholes, and I decided I'm gonna go walking through their village at night and yell out "Choo-hoo!" just to piss the men off. And then it's fight time. Or you can be at a wedding and everybody is, kind of like the Arabic, that kind of feel.
Yeah.
That women do. But men do it. They go, choo. But what they used to say is like, choo. And if you hear a lot of people from like Western Samoa, you can still hear the choo. But even in Hawaii, they've adopted the chi-hoo. So we've seen it like on beer trucks. Because, but yeah, interesting. So there was a Samoan character on Days of Our Lives. And he was like happy about something.
No, it was a Samoan character, but I can't remember which character it was. Yeah, it wasn't a whole sentence, but I can't even remember what the fuck it was. I can't remember the sentence, so yeah. I can't. I'll have to go back and watch the whole week to find it.
I'll find some information about that. Do you know how many episodes and season it is? Sorry, carry on, folks.
Well, it would have been not this week, but last week's episode.
And I'm looking at old episodes. Man, Lisa brings back the freaking old conversations, huh? Like, hey, remember 2 months ago I was asking you this? And it was like, huh?
Well, I get up in the morning, I stuff a bag in my mouth and make a hot coffee and sit there and stare at it.
You mean political bag? Was it a political bag you stuck in your mouth? Or of your room?
No, it's just a normal roll your own cake.
Oh, you have a
Just
room?
looking at all these weirdos in the room now.
You
You know,
have
because you've got that
bison?
there.
Do you use bison? The bison is the Virginia bird's eye tobacco. It's Dutch. Oof.
But Fagatory sounds like purgatory.
I don't know. I think it sounds very un-PC. That's what
It's slightly unpacing. This is Lisa's title. I did make the room and I did choose the title, but it's
You gotta put parentheses around that then. These are Lisa's words, not mine.
I know, they chose the title. It was a funny title. I was fooled by Prasad last time I had a clickbaity title. I think I might be guilty of doing the same thing.
In Samoan culture, fa'um translates the celebratory yell or expression of excitement, often heard as chee-hoo, and used during celebrations, entertainment, dancing, and gift presentations.
It might have even been the famous Steve Johnson, you know, with the guy with the one-eye patch.
Oh, look at this.
I should have clipped it. Fuck it.
Cultural significance. Common practice in Samoan culture, particularly during celebrations, entertainment events, dances, and when presenting gifts to visiting guests. Chihu, the English equivalent of Fa'umu, is often heard as Chihu and is recognizable expression in Samoan culture, historical context. In the past, it was used as a battle cry, signifying readiness for war or the killing of an enemy. Oh, you know, kind of like Native Americans did that. I did. Just people.
And white guys used to go, oh.
In modern usage, Fa'umu is primarily used as an expression of excitement and happiness.
Ash, can we? You can do it. Sorry. Oh, you sent a message? Sorry, read it. Lisa, what do you think about the New Zealand scandal? Basically, this is the fucking Doyle. Yeah, Anna, are you familiar?
Oil? They found oil?
He must be. He's got to be sure to listen to Radio NZ.
Oh, yeah.
Did they run the local or not? The pedo gate.
All over New Zealand Twitter. All over New Zealand Twitter. What do you reckon, Lisa? The fucking smoke fire?
Guy needs thinking. I mean, you know, and I can't believe Chris Luxon has just got, oh, you know, it's just a and he's been more like Winnie, who's the father for that game.
I'm sort of winning for the fucking win, dude. I'm on the side of the toe. Like, come on, guys. Yeah, but have a look at Twitter. Have a look at Twitter. New Zealand Twitter, if you're familiar.
In the same token, though, Winnie didn't say anything about that Jago guy, the rapist, the convicted rapist.
Yeah, but he was convicted. Like, that's the big difference, right? Like, he was convicted. Like, I think, acted poorly. If you're not, like, doing anything about it earlier. I actually don't know about that story, if I'm honest. But he had name suppression. I don't know. I think
Name suppression doesn't mean shit, because
they should put him in just... No, we all did. Everybody knew who he was, like, ages ago. But...
I hear you all these famous...
Yeah, I actually don't know that story. Do you know the story? Are you familiar with the story? Like, I know he was convicted. And he's a bad man. I don't know the story either.
I put a picture of his face up going, well, it's definitely not this guy. I was wondering if I was going to get him in trouble. And I
there's so much smoke here. He's so much smoke here.
But see, the Green Party should have
vetted the guy.
I think that
Yeah.
mine was
Yeah, of course. Properly.
so
And obviously,
I refused to drink.
Chloe followed him on that
But two of my
platform, so she would have seen his post.
and died the greatest happiness.
And now she's going, oh, gay people like to use our little language, that we use, and gay people are very angry about that.
For me, like, the worst thing is, like, the geotag. Like, that geotag.
Oh my God, yeah,
so on the dodge. It's so weird.
The Jago guy was convicted of abusing 2 teenage boys, so that's no different than paedophilia.
Oh, no, for sure. Like, 1,000%. He's a bad man.
There's really only one
That's bad. But, like, what I'm hearing is, like, how Ash responded to it, and I'm not entirely sure what that story is. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's for sure a bad man. Like, it's embarrassing to Ash that he was involved.
I would like
But I don't know how they acted when, like, it was discovered or whatever. Like, I'm not there.
You will speak when you're spoken to.
Yeah. Did you see the tweet? I think so.
If you're against something, you're going to speak out against it.
No, 1,000%. But, like, I just don't know the timeline as to what happened. Like, I'm not familiar with that. So, like, I just don't know. Like, I don't know if that took too long. I think probably they did. But I just don't know the timeline. You know what I mean? That's all I'm questioning.
Anyway, I had set up that group so that we could do a call on there, but did you see the message, Mama? I did a group chat. With me, you, and
Yeah, thank you so much for spearheading this. It's been an incredible undertaking. All the hard work you're doing to really get this meeting going.
I finally got Miriam going on Messenger chat now.
Oh, well.
There must have been like a problem with the election system, which obviously we can now.
Over to Facebook Messenger? I didn't know that you and the Zuck were so close.
Has united against you.
This is the core group. It's basically you, me, Lisa, Miriam, Uma,
I can't wait to hear the kinds of inventiveness and creativity that we're going to release on the world. I think this is, I think there's a lot of stuff coming down the pipe, guys.
They're sold. Like, just give
And I'm glad that Wisdom and TA are here to witness. Just wait. Meanwhile, we have content here on
That might be Uma in disguise.
it's not Uma in disguise.
It's not Prince.
This is Frank Sinatra's dressing room contents. So when Frank Sinatra traveled to perform, and he would hand this to the managers and say, "You want me to come? This is what's in my room."
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Number 1, color TV. Parentheses, with a second input for in-house pickup. Number 2, upright piano for dressing room. Number 3, private telephone with dedicated line. Number 4, 1 bottle of each, Absolute Vodka, Beefeater Gin, Jack Daniels, white wine, Chivas Regal, red wine, and Courvoisier.
Okay, sorry, I have to pause there. Interestingly,
Right there, this is what you
wait, but why wouldn't you specify the kind of white and the kind of red? Like, come on, are we monsters here? Like, that's so ambiguous.
No, we're American.
Right.
We're American.
Are we doing a Sauvignon Blanc? Are we doing a Pinot Gris? Are we doing a Pinot Noir? Like, I need to know these things. Like, come on, Frank. What's wrong with you?
Hot Fuzz? Remember the scene from Hot Fuzz when he was finally going to have a beer with the guy? And he's at the pub. And the guy's like, come on, have one. He's like, all right. And he's like, yeah, have a beer. And the guy goes, oh, what is your wine list? And they said, well, we have red and white. And he says, I'm a pint of please.
Oh shit, I forgot about that for clients.
He was very specific though about his spirits.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you're gonna say
And don't forget, he got the spirits. Now number 5 is the assorted mixers: ginger ale, club soda, tonic water, etc. And 6 bottles of Avion spring water.
See, again, it's Citra. It's not specific enough for me. Be more specific, Mrs. Sinatra, please. Like, what is it, Citra? I don't like this Citra business. Come on.
Well, watch out, you're talking to the chairman of the board here. I mean, I don't think any snarky producer was like, I don't know, Mr. Sinatra, why don't you just say that? He would have been like, look here, doll. Who's that other guy I was working with? Get this broad out of here.
Yeah, shit.
That's why I read up to the... Hannah, today's your lucky day. I got a thing for blondes.
Well, I went up to the barista and I said, can I please have a long black and that'll be with no sugars, just milk. He looked at me and I was like, what? A long black with milk, please. There's no milk and black coffee. Get on black, there's no milk. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You just wait it out. I'm going to try, please. I have no idea. You just like coffee with milk, please. Like, I like coffee with milk. I just... Kids are just... Oh, yeah.
That's like baby goose.
You know what? We have to ask people their age when they come in now because 13-year-olds are allowed on this app, apparently. What? And you wouldn't want one in your room if you were talking about political things and get yourself into fucking trouble. Political faggotry. We're talking about what happened to Dog.
Your pants?
Oh no, what happened to Dog? He got harassed for allegedly chatting up a 14-year-old or something, you know, along those lines. I don't know what they call it. I'm like, we shouldn't have a 14-year-old on this app. Apparently it's 13, this app.
I think it's 12 and...
I did not know that.
12 and
12, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, just in the way we talk, it's not even really that dirty, and sometimes it is, but most of the time, we still would not want to be talking like this if there was a 12 or 13-year-old.
Did somebody get in trouble?
Yeah, it did.
What happened?
I don't know the exact mundo, but, yeah, you must have been sweating them up.
So what happened?
I don't know the outcome. We're still on the app, obviously. We might be under a different manager. Yeah, have a good time. Look at those skin off dogs. He's just like, easy.
What, man?
Well, I thought you had to be 18 to have a Facebook account. I'm no way behind in the times.
Oh, the age is 13 for Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny, 13 for Facebook.
I don't dog, yeah. Is this dog in the audience?
Yeah.
I don't know if it is or not. Dog is here. Tell me for hello.
Is he going to jail?
Tell us the story. He's just here in disguise. Oh, no, stay down one time. Dog. No, that is a thousand dog.
I have 2 friends in jail.
It's funny as hell.
Charles. I hope he doesn't turn to Mr. Hyde, you know. Once Anna's in the room, that's the thing. You can't help himself.
Well, I've just now guys he's screwed on me with a 14-year-old girl, apparently. But
Anyway, I can't compete with age.
I'm willing to do you the
Here you go. Alex has been found not guilty on all charges.
What was he charged with, Lisa?
All that crazy shit that the first wife got him charged with.
So Lisa, everyone you know on Clubhouse, you have them on other media and you're texting with them, video calls.
Well, they're texting me. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, why would I go over to chat or something with video call you on Messenger?
What did you mean by that? We've video chatted. Josh and I have video chatted. Like, we have video chatted. Like,
I was actually walking my dog, and we were both outside in the dark, so I've never actually seen her.
Lisa and Josh are pretty early.
I've never seen Anna, like, in person.
We spent New Year's, we got rerun in the midnight hour together. We did. We did.
And for life, yes. Indeed, yeah. I did. And Josh and I have full short video chatted, but quite a lot.
In full lighting. Lucky.
In full lighting,
so
yeah.
Lucky. I only get to get the, let's walk our dog both in the dark.
With my phone's in my pocket as well, like, you can just video chat with my phone's in my pocket, so it's black in my pocket.
I was having a bad hair day, so I didn't want to be seen. I was having a no hair day. Right. Number 6, he wants 24 sodas, regular and diet, including Coke. Number 7, 1 fruit bowl.
How big is his entourage?
Man, this is the chairman of the board, lady. You better. He can have Marilyn Monroe in there. We're all hanging out at Frank's.
Yeah.
Sounds like
hanging
what
at
the mafia
Frank's.
does, though. 1 cheese tray, including brie with assorted cheese crackers. Number 9, 2 egg salad sandwiches. Oh, gassy. There'll be some bloat on the stage. Number 10, he wants 2 chicken salad sandwiches. Minimum mayo, at least mayo. Number 11, it used to say 2 tuna sandwiches, but somebody scratched it out, and now it's number 11 is 2 ham and cheese sandwiches. He replaced the tuna with the ham and cheese.
So he wants all that alcohol, but only 2 sandwiches.
It isn't. I'm sure it's for everybody. Number 12, he wants 3 cans of Campbell's chicken and rice soup.
Yuck.
Number 13, 12 rolls. 12 rolls of cherry lifesavers, which are terrific, by the way. I think that is brilliant. I love cherry lifesavers. He also wants 12 rolls of assorted lifesavers. He wants the assorted and the cherry. Number 15, he wants 12 boxes of Luden's cough drops, cherry, honey, etc. Number 16, 1 bag. 17, he wants 1 bowl of pretzels and chips. Number 18, he wants salt and pepper. 19,
well, that's reasonable.
20, honey, lemon, and limes. Number 21, sugar and sweet and low. 22, he wants 1 gallon of spring water for the tea. He wants 12 water glasses, 12 wine glasses, 6 rock glasses, 8 to 10 ounce size. He wants 4 porcelain soup bowls with knife, fork, and spoon. 1 double burner hot plate. That's for the tea. 1 tea kettle with spring water. 1 crock pot for soup with ladle. 1 coffee pot set up with milk, cups, saucers. 6 linen napkins. 6 white bath towels. 6 hand towels. 2 bars of ivory soap. 6 boxes of Kleenex. 1 carton of Camels, no filter. 1
Didn't
bucket
taste
of
like
ice
anything.
cubes.
I like it.
No,
Like Camels.
all soda, all rooms, 75% diet. Oh, so you had multiple rooms. Note, contact a production manager for alternatives when performing outside the U.S.
Well, I thought there would have been a lot of people to fit into one room. It'd have to be a pretty good sized room if he had all the people that could consume all that.
That's how the Rat Pack parties.
I would hate to organise that. The etc. part would just have me going crazy. Like, what does etc. mean? Come on, Frank. Be more specific. I don't like it at all. Terrible.
How long would it take for you to get all those things? 1 day, yeah, that's 1 work day.
Oh, way less than my work day.
Oh, you don't want to. Give me half an hour.
I'll do it in less than a work day, and I'll
Less than half an hour.
58 hours.
We should ask Wisdom to put his age in chat because we need to confirm it.
Yes.
I know how old everyone else in the room
You're
is.
older than I am, you old cunt.
Oh. Okay.
He's an adult.
Do you know him, Minna?
No. I can tell by the voice, though.
He's not even his voice, so I don't know how you can tell much about his voice.
Hello, faggot lovers everywhere.
Playing all sorts of silly games, he could be 12 for all we know.
Hello, faggot lovers everywhere. Hello, faggot lovers everywhere. I've a message for you from Birdseye. Birdseye faggots will appeal to your whole family. They've made them with lashings of gravy, but they've gone easy on the spice because kids don't like them too spicy, apparently. Birdseye even suggested people who don't like faggots could enjoy these. They live in home. That could be right.
Especially the authentic ones.
Yes. Indeed.
I'm deaf.
What are you doing here?
I'm on vacation.
I've got an idea.
Fill it, baby.
If you would kill somebody.
You?
Yeah. No, it's a living person.
Yeah.
The waiter.
Little drink first. Oh, garçon. Oh, yeah. Think you'll have the kidney failure? Yeah, really? Yes. I call it spontaneous combustion.
In the house, he's sleeping at this car. I don't know what's going on.
Good movie is.
So, I've got to do wages this weekend, so I think I'll have his wages next week. I can have the rest doing shit. Plus, I never even got to really talk to him properly about, you know, how I got you to help me text about not drinking. Well, I found out he got Charles, our other friend, did all the driving. So, I mean, yeah, no, I was like, fuck yeah, no, we need this chat at some point, but I've also got to wait till he dries his tears and blows his nose still.
So how's it working day to day? He's just living in his car? Is he like coming into the house and like saying hello, or like what's happening?
And he just comes in and I don't say anything to him. Like, I'll be treating you just like how you're treating me. Fucking ridiculous.
But he just comes in to bomb your toilet, take a shower, and then go back.
No, because I've got my own toilet.
Can I be a mod, please?
Like, yeah, right, mate. Yeah, right, mate. No, he was actually a bit pissed when I made John Boy build a long drop. He did try and come in my room to use my toilet, and I held up my big hand and went, stop. No, this is before John Boy left. I went, stop, you're not fucking using my toilet anymore. I don't think he liked that, but too bad. I felt quite good actually having my lady space back. I don't need fucking men coming in out of my fucking room.
No, none of us do. We don't know that.
Did he seat up?
That's Julie.
Doesn't matter. He's the one through my fucking bedroom.
Your best chance
I'd have like flung my knickers on the
curing your TDS.
I mean, that's what I do, you know. Come on.
It just came in from Victoria's Secret.
Right.
Or
Oh, I might have shit myself and had my undies drying.
Lisa! Just Lisa! We're not all shitting ourselves against Kettle. Lisa, this is a secretary room. This is such a correct woman's room. Oh, Lord. Sometimes. How about you, Nana? How's your week been? How's your Thursday going?
Good, I've been in the office all week.
Oh, nice.
So I've actually been listening to some Clubhouse, but only listening.
Mm-hmm. Anything interesting?
In the office?
Well, in Clubhouse. What's the goss? Yeah, what's the goss on Clubhouse? Yeah, what's happening?
I'm always looking for any content involving docs. If I can find a docs thing.
We all are.
No, there was a lot of tariff stuff today, and but then I toggle between podcasts and Clubhouse if I can hear anything. I usually, if possible, I think 11 a.m. my time. That's when Terry Baumgartner has his when he has the Critical Thinking Forum room. So I usually try to.
The Critical Thinking Forum is 5 o'clock Eastern Time to 6 o'clock Eastern Time, 4 o'clock Central to 5 o'clock Central, which is then I think 3 or 2 o'clock East Coast or West Coast to like 3 o'clock West Coast, something like that.
Yeah, depending on daylight saving too. So it's usually either noon or 11.
That guy Franklin that was in here just sent me a private message. Did he send anyone else a message?
I'm sorry?
Marshall came on stage, gave us the schedule to Gary's room, and then left. That's service, guys. Like, hey, I'm just delivering something here. I'll be back. That was like one of the Amazon Prime trucks, just pulled up, delivered some information, and then
I love those as well. It's really nice. It's some testing set. This is the information you need. This is the information required. I knew it was here for a reason. Here you go. Bye.
Excuse me, is this the Longmont Potion Castle prank call show? The famous world podcast?
Right. It's exactly what it is. Yes. Welcome.
1 minute later. No, the guy with the weird suit on that was in here earlier, he sent me a message telling me he was some sort of Illuminati guy.
Oh, nice. That's cool. That's nice, Lisa. You're in. Well done. Well done. It's nice. What if I get a message?
Yeah, you might have. But I was talking to Mana's best friend Raj last night, and I was telling him about Coco, and he goes, "How old is that guy?" And I'm like, 57. He goes, "What?" Me and Miriam thought he was like 13.
Well, I was in a room while I was in the audience, and he was on stage, and he didn't say anything. He wasn't mod.
No, I'm talking about Coco, my
Good room,
flatmate.
though. It was a good room.
good.
Oh, Raji. Oh, you're talking about Raj.
How was Raj, Lisa?
He's good. Yeah. He's in a new big warehouse, so he's moving up in the world, and he was showing me his garden and his plants and everything last night.
Aww. Do you talk to him like every day? Like how often do you talk to him?
Maybe once a week.
Oh wow, that's nice. I need to text him for his birthday.
When's his birthday? You don't know.
I can't remember, but it's in my calendar. Like I think he must have told me. Like if somebody tells me their birthday, like I try to put it in my calendar, but then I also forgot. So yeah, bad enough. I should have texted him.
I'm very curious to know if I fell out of touch with you guys, if you guys would talk about me like this. And if you guys would chase me with the messenger and the video calls and all that. Or would you guys just say, who needs that guy?
Well, I usually do, but
I probably wouldn't.
Lisa would?
No, it's like,
You
I probably wouldn't.
Even though
well, no, it's only do it, but we're already.
Yes, I know your best friends on it.
I would call
It's
Ben.
only because, well, okay, it's only because I'm a piece of shit person. Like, I'm bad at that sort of thing. Like, I'm just bad at it. Like, I'm not good at getting in touch with people.
You know, you're talking about Elmo and stuff.
No, but the bad thing is, but I thought about it, but I didn't actually do it. So, like,
okay.
I will think about you, but I won't probably actually act on it. So,
It's really right, but we always tell him to shut the fuck up.
Procrastinating.
Honestly.
The procrastinating.
He really cares about me. I don't like it, Lisa. You should
No, I said Mana. I was meaning Mana, but we did tell him
and that
to
makes it
shut up.
better?
Of course it does. He shuts his mouth and doesn't talk about it. I want to hear his fucking crybaby. But no, I was friends with both him and Emmett before the meltdown happened. Or whatever you want to call it. What do you want to call it?
Suck. I would say suck. And
yeah, but I wouldn't call Emmett a suck.
No, Emma's not a suck. I think Emmett was probably like, I'm bad at it. Sort of thing. Like, I'm just bad at it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, Mana was the bad guy. We talk about you, yes.
No, it wasn't intentional. It was more of negligence and irresponsible on my part. But it wasn't. I wasn't trying to hurt nobody. And he knows that. I talked to him already. But I was just like, oh. I don't know.
He was talking about coming back home, but he's going to get a new number and a
When
voice
someone
changer.
catches a bunch of smoke, I'm always waiting for the pithy comeback.
He wants to go around abusing the shit out of people by the sounds of it. Well, I don't know, but trolling them anyway. He wants to be a troll, I think.
Well, he's welcome in the kennel. We obviously love the trolls. Trolls are always welcome in the kennel. Love the trolls.
Oh, Kay's got her hand up. Sorry, Kate.
Oh, sorry,
just
Kate.
see you there. We are just daydreaming here. Stoners, or some of us are stoners.
He's got 0 friends. Poor thing.
Welcome, Kay.
I have 0 friends, you know?
Kay for Canucas.
Pardon me,
Okay.
Is that like some kind of like Aussie slang or Kiwi slang?
No, I was just trying to think of a word that starts with the letter K.
And I love that
It's
you
not feminine.
with Canucas. What the fuck is Canucas, Lisa?
These things.
Good, okay.
We've got to confirm he's like older than 18 before we say anything.
Yeah, I'm only 12, so.
Oh, okay, what's your language, Anna?
Oof, okay.
It's a little bit edgy.
Have you had a nice week, Kay? How's your week been?
It's alright. It's not the best, not the worst. And what about you?
Excuse me, I'm so confused. I've been listening for like an hour. What is this room about?
Purgatory, sir. It's in the title. That's what we're talking about. We're not friends, we're not being polite, we just talk about the legal purgatory.
But it's
We've
not a
known each
word,
other for quite a while, so
you can't just use that word. You know,
don't even have to make sense.
Do you guys know what the word means?
A large bundle of sticks.
Is a
large bundle of sticks, yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yeah, it's a bunch of sticks, right?
So say what I've got hanging out my mouth right now. I've got one. It's going burning away.
You know why they use that as a slur?
Well, I don't know why it's a slur, actually.
Because you would grab the faggots of wood in order to light a fire. And you
I see. Okay, I've got it. It's terrifying.
You learn something new every day.
That's not nice. I don't like that very much. But I do love the slur, so I'm
I
going
like
to
saying it.
It's a good word.
Then why don't we call witches that? Why don't we call witches that too?
Yeah, we should.
Witches, yeah. I'm with you, Nana. We should call witches faggots as well. Sorry, I'm not sure why. Because
at Morehouse.
we should burn them.
Well, we've been burning them forever.
Not really, not recently. It's not been a lot of witches burned.
But it's interesting that if we need to grab a fag, the fag has cigarettes, right? It is kind of like a stack of wood in a pack, right? Here in the U.S., we call them coffin nails. We call them,
Long guys.
You would grab the faggots of wood in order to light a fire.
It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful.
I need to smoke something a bit more substantial. But I keep hiding it from myself. Not a good look.
Funny, Lisa. You're hiding away from yourself?
Yeah. Well, I'm hiding it from the case of police will to my door, but...
People who do that always think that. What it is the impact.
Hiding in plain sight. You're here.
Hello, I'm so confused. Is this the Belmont Potion Castle podcast? Is this a prank call show for low IQ dumb people talking about nothing, wasting all their time because they're bored in life?
Yes, correct. And you're here too, sir. Sir. Better maybe examine that.
This program sucks.
Hey, just turn your room into an episode of Monty Python's Flying Circus.
It is kind of accurate though. Like, I don't know a lot about modern life. I mean, I'm just talking shit. Like, it's going to take us entirely accurate. But the funny thing is, it's like, you're still here, sir. Like, you can leave anytime you want to. Absolutely fine if you leave. Like, we're not going to chase you. Well, I'm not. Lisa might. Lisa might take you under her wing and, like, try to make friends on Facebook and love you the most.
No, I think he's 12, so I won't chase him.
Alright. Well, Lisa, even Lisa won't chase you. So you're welcome to leave anytime you want. It's fine. You do not have to be here. And if you'd like me to assist, I absolutely can. I can put you into the audience. I can remove you from the room. Whatever you'd like. You do not have to be here, sir. Good lord, do I love a troll.
I'm sorry, did you say something important?
No, I did not.
What is this, Ali G?
It's Ellie G's spoon that's still in his book bag.
That's an allergy. And also, dude, just a little bit better. Like, so many meaner things you me being old. It's me being old. I'm trying to help the troll, guys. He's not doing well here.
Make fun of me for being a fairy princess. I am Ursula in Frozen, and make fun of Mana for being bald and bald ogre like Shrek.
Sorry about that. Sorry. I don't make fun of Mana for being
looks like he's got an afro because he's standing in front of all those trees.
What if I have a soft spot for bald jokes? What if I'm a little precious on that subject?
Oh, sorry about that. So sorry.
Whenever I see weather maps with bad weather coming, I think of Mana.
That's what I should do. I should go from room to room. I should just get them. I should get offended and so they're saying, oh, sorry, pal. It's like, well, if you want to really be sorry, put it in my cash app, buddy. And then be like, okay, you might make money just getting offended from room to room.
That's so good.
I'm sorry, but I see someone in the audience named T.A. Perhaps he can come up and say hello.
Oh gosh. We've been better to switch one.
TA stands for tremendous so I wouldn't poke the beard.
Kind of like a Peaky Blinder, kind of working class, London type of, good luck, governor. Like very,
Do you know what it sounds like to me, man? It sounds like I'm making fun of a New Zealand accent, but you're not good at accents. Like, oh, governor, it's alright. It's alright, mate. Like, I
He thinks we're British.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand anything you just said. What was it I just say?
I'm not sure. Right. Can you say for me?
yeah, I think that is.
Mr. Wisdom. Mr. Wisdom,
Maybe
can you say for me?
continue to talk. We can try to get a region off somewhere in the UK.
It sounded like a fake accent to me. So, could you say, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain? For me. Mrs. Troll. So.
I E O O U.
Okay, so you know, Lisa, come on, Lisa Ding Ding, right? Like,
hang on, I'm gonna do some research.
he knows the vowels. He knows the vowels, Lisa. He knows the vowels.
He's a
Is this a prank call show called?
Oh yeah, I found him.
How is it?
He's got 262 subscribers.
Okay.
The Republican podcast, Trump Republicans View Channel. Oh, he's got hairdo like Mama's.
Nice. We love it. We love it. No, we love it.
You know what you should say? Like Mana, like Vin Diesel, like The Rock, like Shrek.
Shrek. I wish Uma was here, you guys. Like, I really do wish Uma was here. Get him in here.
That really makes those of us who are here feel real good. Keep saying
No, come on, man. Like, I just wish he was here. Like, I miss him. I miss him.
Okay, please get this Western guy to do his
Go, sir.
tarot reading, bro.
But you know what though? He said he might come back, but I think Lisa hasn't convinced him enough.
Sure. Lisa needs to put more work in.
She's been
Lisa needs to put more work in. She's not doing a good job of convincing her.
That was your job, Anna.
We blame you entirely for this.
You need to go back up there and say, Mama's begging you to come back.
I miss him. I miss little scamp. I miss him.
Oh, we could just go over there and blast him on the phone.
We could do that.
And we don't have trolls coming in and out.
Sorry, but we
We should find his house, find his neighbor,
Yes.
call his neighbor's phone, ask the neighbor to go next door,
Yes.
and knock on his door and say, hey, your friends on Clubhouse said come back.
This is a great plan, Mana.
That would be awesome.
The only person that's capable of executing this plan is you, Mana. So I think... here we go.
Who's you, Mana?
Come on.
Who's you, Mana?
Pardon me?
You, Mana? You said the only person is you, Mana?
I said you, comma, Mana, comma, sir.
Come,
No, we could order some DoorDash for him and put a wee note in it.
Oh, true. That's a good idea. We can do that. I don't have a Lisa Devils for race.
No, but surely Mana has.
Oh, yeah, Mana would have it.
He talks about puss. Oh my god,
Hello, what is this room about and what are you guys wasting all your time?
Well, we're not wasting time if it's time well spent talking absolute shit. The government pays me to sit here and talk shit.
I'm doing it for free.
Marshall keeps coming in because he thinks there's going to be politics talked on this.
Something's going to happen.
Oh. Like, hey, where's the politics? And it's like, there's politics, political.
Still no politics.
Actually, he's an incredible historian and political.
Oh, really? Oh, fuck. I'm going to talk to him. And also, like, his profile picture is, like, the cutest. It's, like, it's the nicest profile picture. It's so cute. But just objectively, like, no, it's just a sweet one. Like, it's just like a smiling person. I just love it. Like, it's very nice. I like that. Shut up.
See, Republicans fall in love too.
Not a Republican. Not a Republican.
My husband's being extra fucking noisy. It's interesting when he drinks the beer, he's 2 bottles and falls asleep.
One more day, Friday.
Uh-oh, he shoots on that one.
Incredible historian and...
How did he do that?
Sorry, pardon me, Lisa, what was that?
Sean was asleep at the table next to me, and then I heard his phone make a noise that he'd shared something. I'm like, what the fuck? Let me check. What the hell did he just hear? Something from the gallery. Oh, Lord. Okay, I better check his page. What did he just share? Hopefully it wasn't a picture of me naked or something.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, no, it was...
Are we naked?
It was him and his sisters. With... You know those Facebook things and it's got then and now. And then from 2017 is a picture of John and his sisters sitting there smiling. And then now you've got 3 pairs of socks. Tourmaline acupressure varipose vein slim health socks. I don't know how he does it. I really don't.
Excuse me, bro! Please, can't I get a mod?
No,
what you do tarot reading first, sir?
You would also like more of a song. Like, if you do a full song about how to do the mod, that we will consider it. We need a full song.
I would do Doxy body. Come on, Mana, you need to sing from that puppy.
It's my first time looking at this.
songs are like almost.
And it used to be so sweet, I hear you say that my love was an addiction. When we cling, our love is strong. When you go, you go forever. Stream along, stream along.
You guys seen in 15 seconds of a lot of singing. You're my lover. Like fire. Sorry.
Great song. That is a good song, though.
Good song. Good song.
I can, when I hear songs like that era, I can smell the hairspray, Aquanet. Smell all the hairspray, maybe even I can smell the gel. There was a gel. There was hair gel everywhere.
Sometimes he appears on one of those Real Housewives shows, eh?
Who does?
Boy George.
Yeah, I think I'm alive.
Yeah, I was going to say a fat cunt, but I should have said that. He's not skinny. He's still beautiful, though. He really is.
It's mad.
Yes. That's the way I like my...
Finish.
My
Okay.
Yes. Loud and proud.
Okay, so in the chat with me, Uma, and Mana, Lisa, I was going to tell you my funny story. I don't know if you guys think this is a funny story. I think it's funny, but if I could tell it. Okay, so when, after, post breakup, post my last breakup, which was like, obviously, like, horrible for me, didn't like it at all, bad breakup. But I was, like, Tinder dating around, and, like, I dated, like, a couple of people, like, met a couple of people, and, like, like, you know, like entertained a couple of people. Like, I don't think I slept with this guy. I'm pretty sure I didn't. But anyway, so I was drunk, obviously. No, I definitely was not. But he broke up with me. I can't remember, because I kicked him out of my house because he was being like, something he did that like offended me, like to my core. I was like, this is unacceptable, not good. And he sent me a text message, he's like, I'm breaking up with you, Anna. And I was like, well, cool, darling. Like, I didn't know that we were actually in a relationship, but thank you for breaking up with me. I appreciate that. But I texted him, and it was a typo, but I texted him, I need to say, I'm good, you're good, let's just leave it there. But instead, I texted him, you're good, I'm God. It's just like, It's like the most narcissistic typo like in the entire world. I was like, you're good, I'm God. And it just came out because I was texting my sister before, and she was like, I can't remember what we're talking about, but I said, you know more than me. Thank me. It's like, good lord, my typos are so narcissistic. So yeah, that was my stupid funny story. It was so embarrassing, and also like I just let it lie. It was like, it's so embarrassing, but I just let it go. I was like, it's just too funny to like correct myself.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That was a flop. I thought it was funny. Sorry, guys.
Well, it was. Oh, Lord. It's raining outside and these effing flies, they're little fruit flies and they bite. Ugh. Ah, fucking terrible tropical bastards.
We've had like a weather warning for the insurance company. We need you.
Yeah.
Urgent, but nothing. We haven't had the weather yet.
What this is?
Yeah.
This
We're waiting for the weather. We've just had like a surge of rain here. It's some lovely rain,
China as
which we desperately needed.
It comes from a spiky
Yeah, we've got some nice rain.
that grows in calm
We were
lakes
thinking
and
we should
ponds.
probably get home in case the
Beneath the water, the
floods.
fruit is protected by thick, round leaves and tough,
Are you guys looking at
thorny
floods
pods.
up there?
To reach the pod,
Down the bottom of my driveway, yeah, so I've got the house in the right
pulling the
place.
spiny shell
Can't
from
get out
the
to
water.
get food or anything like that.
Sealed
We've got
workers
everything we
often
need.
assess the ripeness by tasting the
Has
stem.
it been quite flooding up north?
The ends of the pod are sliced off.
No,
Then,
just a few big puddles is about it at the moment.
is used to press from one side.
Yeah, but if it keeps really good.
Seeds
Is
out
this
from the other.
important? Or no?
This is the most efficient way to remove them, as each seed is tucked inside.
No, it's just a little bit smaller for you.
Nuvia's dental
Just a little rain. Yeah. But it's been like this all day and it's just been like grey all day, sort of dark, no sunshine.
One of my boys just didn't turn up for work today, like at all. And I'm so suspicious because we had like a meeting last night. We had like a toolbox, and we had like, it was like there were beers involved. Like there was like one beer, like have one beer. Like dude, just get drunk your pants and just not turn up for work the next day. Like, no shade, no judgment, obviously, but I don't know, but like, good lord, sir, just like teach people, like, because he was supposed to be, fucking young people. I'm a little cough, like, I'm sick. Just lie to me, dude. Lie to me. It's fine.
Yeah, I've not been one of those drunks that's sort of like, knowing full well I've got to go to work in the morning and I'm like, who gives a fuck, RRR, like the pirate.
Me too, dude. I think on this fucking app and like, I'm just gonna get drunk until like 4 o'clock in the morning.
he's probably on his jog. So it's
I hope
fine.
so. Yeah, true.
It's not way to light the fire because all the floor is wet. We've got concrete.
So you listen?
That's John.
Do you think that?
Oh shit.
Still do this.
Did you say Doctor down there was on his evening jog?
I love how the accent changes. It's great. Did you just say there's a doctor down there was on his evening jog? Did you say that the doctor down there was on his evening jog? Oh god, is this dog? Are there two dogs here? Is this you, dog? Are you being... Wait, who is this person? Sir? It's not dog. Dog wouldn't... No, I don't think dog would do that. Okay.
No, it's not dog.
It's not dog? Who do you think it is, Lisa? Is it someone we know, do you think?
No. I'll share it with you.
Okay.
Where am I? I'll put it in the group. Oh, shit. Did I just send it? I just sent it from you. There you go. I'll send it to our group chat.
Okay.
Fuck. I don't know where else I just sent it.
Who is it, though? Do we know this person?
No. If we knew them, they wouldn't have a red ticket.
At least it's somebody that's just like getting silly.
Well, it's pretty boring, silly.
That's boring, silly. Alright.
Hey, Stan Walker's coming to Utah.
What? Is it true? God, he's so basic. I'm sorry. He's so fucking basic.
I've never heard of him.
He's nice. I like his music.
Have you met him, Lisa?
No, but I've been at a concert.
Well, it says he's from New Zealand.
He's from Wongers. Like, I've met him. He's come into my work and been like, can I have a quote for blah, blah, blah?
Oh, he's from Wonganui?
Yeah, he's from Wongers, yeah. Well, his partner, I think, is from Wongers. He for sure lives in Wongers. Yeah,
So
like,
he's one
yeah,
of
I've
those
met him.
who wouldn't appreciate this room title.
I don't know if he... I think he probably would, if I'm honest. Like, he probably would. He's straight. He's Christian. I think he'd think it's funny. I think so. Yeah, his girlfriend is... Sorry, his wife, I think, is... but yeah. But his music sucks. He's not a good musician.
I love his music.
Do you, Lisa? I'm sorry to say that thing. Sorry, dude.
Look up and oh, yeah, no, I love
There
it.
you have it, folks. Half of New Zealand like it, and half of New Zealand don't.
Hey,
He just doxed us to that guy down below.
But yeah, when he came into work, I had to pretend that I didn't know who he was, which was, I don't know, was it only embarrassing for me, maybe? Because
Like, you don't know who I am.
I knew who he was, but I also, like, don't like his music at all. I think he's entirely average, so, like, I couldn't say nice things, so I had to just be like, I will do this quote for you. Nice to meet you, sir. Yeah.
When I used to work for the New Zealand Directory Service, there was always quite a few Americans would ring in and ask for Lucy Lawless's phone number. I mean, that's not even her real name, right?
Isn't it? Is it
Lucy Lawless. No, that's her stage name.
What?
And I'm like, she's not listed. And they go, what? What do you mean she's not listed? And I'm like, well, why would she be listed, you know, like... What's really funny?
They said Lawless was cool, and then she wasn't cool. She was cool for like a minute, and now she's not cool at all. Like
her brain got squished by just some.
she was a turf. She's not a turf anymore. So she's she's a little D to me.
Oh God.
Mm.
Yeah, they must have all thought we'd turn around and go, "Oh hey, I'm so proud to be a cis woman." No, fucking stick that junk up your ass. I'm a woman.
Yeah. I don't need to be called cis. No, thank you.
No, unless you're making it sister.
Oh, funny.
You make me feel. You make me feel.
Like a natural woman.
It's just impossible to get all
Does that
three
mean
of
you
us
have
the same tree.
armpit hair and leg hair and stuff? And
Famously, mother.
Yes, moustache.
a razor and a tweezer has never touched your body.
Oh no, I've got to pluck my chin here. I think it's a step too far with chin here. I'll let my moustache grow though. That's just fucking too much work.
Do you tweeze or bleach?
Tweeze.
Never thought of it.
Bleaching actually.
The tin hair, Lisa? You bleach the tin hair? Do you bleach it?
No, I said I what do you call it? Eyebrow
I'm
clippers.
sorry, you tweeze it.
Tweeze, yeah.
We just... Okay, Lisa, sorry.
Do you tweeze your armpit hair or do you shave it?
Oh, I can't tweezing it. This Lord to matter, like...
I mean, you know,
No, it doesn't go anywhere. I'm talking about my beard.
Tweezing your armpit hair. It doesn't...
Man, have you been a woman? We don't tweeze it. Come on, girl.
Hey, watch out, this faggot might put us on his podcast. You better not be recording this, asshole. I'm telling you, I'll be there to fucking ruin your channel.
You drop it down. You can still record.
So, to combat
Stay like-
recording, you threaten them?
Yeah.
That just makes the content
Yeah, I'm
better.
gonna bounce it over your face, motherfucker.
See, you're making it better and better. You're just making it all the better. Why don't you figure out a way to make it less good?
Wanna go boom, boom, boom.
The dog
Oh,
barking
yeah,
at
they
Facebook,
suck.
it will definitely change the quality of content.
Yeah, keep sticking up for me. Good boy,
That's
man.
your pen. That's your dog. Pen.
You can't tell if this is a female dog. Can you tell the bark of a female dog from male? But then again, Ben doesn't have his eggs.
No, I just know that.
Yeah, Ben sounds a bit feminine, but no.
She can just stop bleeding. Actually. She just got done with her period. Come here.
Sorry, no, it's a matter of Lisa that could get Canada. Ben is a male dog. Most male dog. Does he have testicles? He does not have testicles. No, he does not have any testicles.
Do you wax him or tweeze him?
Oh, good lord. This room is so unhinged. I like it.
Oh, no.
It really is political bigotry. It's so funny.
I rocked too hard back in my chair and nearly crowned myself. No chair rocking.
Oh, God.
That's what Wisdom's doing. He's sitting in his studio chair rocking.
Good times. Give it a percent. If you'd like to come up, please do. This is also another
Oh, he
clickbait
must put
room.
his hand up.
Oh, no.
Sure, I'll invite that other old long-bearded faggot up too. Again. One of the words is politically... Well, it's spelt wrong.
Oh, shit, it's not wrong? What is it? You're a Lisa. Lisa, you can change it if it's spelled incorrectly.
Purgatory and gayness. You're a gay hell. Political gay hell. Which is probably...
Whereabouts
more meaningful.
The political faggots are probably in that gay hell right now, as we speak.
But we're not talking about faggots, we're talking about faggotry.
Faggotry? Okay, alright, not faggots. Okay.
It's a, what do you call it, a doing word?
It's like a bird.
Well, yeah, that's what a verb is. It's a doing word.
Oh, good lord, this is an unhinged room. I like it. Oh, good lord.
Yeah, I've been listening to Too Many Americans on YouTube.
What have you been listening to later? What's
Oh,
something right now?
True crime and stuff, but I find myself at the supermarket or wherever, I'm in the car park, I'm getting frustrated and I'll hear myself say out loud, Lord have mercy. Oh, fuck, did I just say that out loud? Lord have mercy. But yeah, this is funny accents out loud. Like a southerner or a northerner or whatever the hell.
And I wanted to do the gentleman wisdom. I must do his accent. Like, I can't do it though. Like, I need to hear his voice. I can't do the Cockney. I can't do the Cockney. It's like off the cuff. Like,
I need a sentence. I can't think of a sentence.
Me neither. Mother do one. You know.
Look, and it's Friday. And it's Friday.
Oh, yeah, and it's Friday. It's a Friday, you chicks are.
The sign falls mainly in the plain.
The rain and yeah, great. That was great. The rain and spine falls mainly in the plain.
The quick broad fox jumped over the lazy dog.
Adele, that is your Cockney accent, right? Adele.
Oh, it's good Cockney. No, Cockney's. It's slang.
I think Adele's pretty good.
The poor folk. I did the rich folk accent. The uptown guys.
Mine is so much better than yours, Eliza. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
You could almost be a TV presenter and news presenter.
I know. Thank you. This is my work.
Okay, they fucked off.
We suck. Okay. We're bad at this. Mother, you think you're bad at Hawaii Club, like getting people in here? It's kind
Now, if you want to speak like a Scotsman, then let me know.
That's Irish. That's Irish, mother.
No, I think that was Scottish. No, let's try.
That was Irish.
No,
That was a poor attempt.
I can't even do it. That was a good. I thought that was a good show, by the way. I thought it was good, better. I give you like 4 stars for that show.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright, Lisa, do the Irish.
Now, if you give me a,
what do you call that bit?
you know,
Sometimes
sometimes a woman needs to get hit.
Sometimes a woman needs to.
Sometimes, no, I don't No, I thought Menace was good. Lisa, yours was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Try again, Lisa. Try again.
That's a bad sentence. Sometimes your woman's just gotta get hit.
Alright, I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna try it so I can stop.
Oh, come on, we need to hear you. Don't mute. It's cheating.
Alright, okay. I don't want to cheat.
Ooh, I'm from Scotland. I'm Scottish. was terrible. Probably pretty bad though. Lisa, do an easy one. Do an easy one. Do Australian. Do Australian. You might. You might. We're going down the Dunga for a stunner. What do they call the beers? Schooner. Schooner, for fuck's sake. Schooner. So bad accents. All right, let me try. Madonna. You're a Sheila. You go back. Mana. Bloody terrible. Terrible. Terrible, Mana. No stars. Terrible.
The dingo ate your baby.
The dingo ate your baby. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to do mine. But can you guys give me a sentence? Like, let me try a sentence. Like, the dingo ate your baby.
Yeah, I'll give you 5
The
to 10
dingo ate my baby. The dingo ate my baby. Gosh, I sound like a child. The dingo ate my baby.
It's baby. Baby.
Baby. Yeah, baby. The dingo ate my baby.
You sound more like an American the more you try to
I know how to do it. I do. Oh, God, it's
so
embarrassing.
New Zealander doing an Australian accent.
Have you ever heard that actor Temuera Morris? He can't do accents. It's fucking hilarious. He sucks. When he's in America doing the movies, he just can't. He tries to do an accent. He's like,
I'm a lovable.
you take the boss, can't do accents.
I'm a lovable chap.
I'm a lovable chap. New Zealand accent, that's better. I've not noticed that. I have, actually. It's embarrassing, actually. If you watch him all the way through the movie, his accent changes from scene to scene. Which one, dude? Which one? Like Star Wars? It was in some sort of action movie, right? Yeah, it might be Star Wars. But it wouldn't have mattered because you're from Interplanetary Galactic. The thing I always think about, like when I'm doing my Australian accent, which I suck at, obviously, but it's always voiceover guy. Like he's always like, if you sit on the dick, then that's the dick you must sit on. Like we need to sit on the dick to be on the dick. We like the dick. It's only a joke though. It's a bit worn out. It is funny. He adored it. Okay, I'm gonna talk some shit here right now, quickly. He sent me like one of the most vile anti-Semitic tweets like I've ever seen in my entire life. Like it was so anti-Semitic. It was very, very nasty. I did not like it at all. Very bad. God. I know, it was very mean. It was so mean. And like not to me, obviously. But like just like so anti-Semitic. Why is he sending those to you? I don't know. I asked him to stop as well. Like, I said, just, like, please stop sending me this Jew-hating shit. Like, cool, like, have your opinions, but, like, please keep me out of it. Like, I don't want to. Like, thank you. But no, thank you. I don't want that. It's not nice. You're not going to change your mind by him flooding your inbox. I'm also not going to become an anti-fucking-Semite. I'm not going to start hating Jews. Like... No, and he didn't flood either, like, to be fair. Like, he wasn't flooding it. He just said one. But I just, like, dude, stop it. I don't want this. Please. Please don't do it anymore. He is a full-on anti-Semite, though. He does not like the Jews. Oh. I've never noticed it. I've never talked to him about that shit. I shit, I lost mana. We did. He'll be back. It would have been waifu popping in and he's got to either eat his dinner or wash the dishes. He really missed his, let's just call him his mum. He really missed his mum, his wife, I mean. His wife. They went away on spring break, right? They were gone for like 2 weeks. Yeah. And I was chatting with him just before he was getting ready to go to the airport. And you could tell he was really nervous and he was sort of flopping around the house, making sure everything was nice. Cute. Aw. So cute. It's kind of cute.
Lisa? That sounds good, yeah. I hate her. I hate her so much. Oh, is it your neighbour? Yeah, it's a junkie pants. Oh. Was he playing the bongos? No, he's playing a drum kit. Oh. Mm. Does he fancy himself a bit of a punk rocker? He actually is like kind of a decent drummer. He doesn't sound good, mate. No, it's pretty good. He's actually a pretty good drummer. He's just reds and fucking crap. Yes, please, Mr. Woo. What's he doing? I can't hear me. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. What are you increasing, Lisa? He can't hear me unless I, like, squeak it. It's got no hearing aid on, so it's the frequency, man. Oh, funny. Funny. Thank you. It's true, though. Deaf people, some of them just can't hear particular frequencies, which is low notes for them. Which is a woman speaking. If I'm trying to call out to him and he's way down in the yard, I'll be like, cool, and I can't hear it, I'll go, cool, and he looks around. You know, I found a frequency to get his attention. Funny. Well, we didn't get over back, Lisa. We tried. We No, I thought it was a bit soon to push him. I thought we could all sit over there and have a yarn. True. And you can leave your camera off, or you can put it on whether you want to or not. It's not compulsory. Yeah. But I think the sound quality over there is bad if you've got like 4 people talking. It's not as good. Yeah. Oh, we'll do next time. Yeah, when it's a good time for him. I don't know what time of day it is at his place. But he'd generally be staying up pretty late when he used to talk to us. Like 3, 4 in the morning, you know. True. But yeah, I think him and Mr. Prince are getting a good bedtime, and when Prince wants him to go to bed, he'll sit there and bark and he won't stop. Time for bed, Dad. Cute. That's so cute. That's so lovely. Yeah, my dog Sissy does that too, you know. After dinner, when she's finished and she's ready for bed, she'll sit there and look at me and start barking at me. Yeah. Like, you coming to bed now, Mum, because I need cuddles, right? Aw, that's so cute. I love that. It's so cute. What else is one thing? What else can we talk about? We need a conversation. We need political faggotry. Well, we had Doyle all week. That week for a column because it started on Friday last week. But yeah, I think it needs to go a whole lot deeper than Doyle. Like, right through the whole room with a magnifying glass. Yeah. Pick the perverts out. We wouldn't have many people left to pay, to be honest. Fuck them. It starts at the top. Politicians, judges, lawyers, police officers. Bullshit. It goes all the way down to every profession. But dude, what did you think about Chloe? Basic excuse. Come on, Chloe. Chloe, did you say? Yeah, Chloe. Oh, I thought she was, maybe sick because she's a woman. You know, and it's our job to stand up for kids. Right. Fuck it. She sounded like my fucking mother. Bitch. Yeah. She'll sail her kids down the river, but, on a boat to fucking... So let's be honest. She wanted kids. No, but my mother I'm talking about, that's what her attitude reminds me of. Yeah. Who's also, my mother tells me she's lesbian, but her partner is a man who tries to be a woman. Make that make sense, but I'm like, okay, that's fine. Yeah. What? Lisa, is it true? Your mum is
sorry for him because he is one of those old school genuine ones, but he wasn't happy in his body. And his body reacted negatively to the hormone drugs, whatever they give you. I don't know, but I still feel that he should just love himself the way he is. But yeah, that's my mum's partner, and she calls herself a fucking lesbian. I just don't know how that works.
Totally. That's weird, dude. But like, okay.
It is. But who am I to judge you? Like, they're adults, right?
No, you're a human. Like, you're allowed to judge. And also, you're allowed to police language. Right?
You're allowed to
Like,
ask questions.
You're allowed to ask questions. And also, like, men can't be lesbians. Ever. You can't be lesbian if you're a man. It's
right
not
from actually.
possible.
I thought, why don't you just be this guy who puts on a dress and stuffs some shit in some bra?
Yeah. Do that. Be that.
I was really, yeah. I mean, you look fabulous in drag. I love it. You know, what's wrong with that? You know, but that doesn't make my mother gay. You know, a lesbian.
No, she's not gay. She's still fucking a man. Like, sorry.
No, my mother's a woman. Right, she's a real woman as well. But,
No, your mother. Listen, your mother's still fucking a man. That is a man.
Oh, I thought you said she's still fucking a man, not fucking me.
Yeah, still fucking a man. He is still a man. He can't be a lesbian. It's not possible. You can only be a lesbian if you're fucking female.
But I just leave her there because I'm not going to even go into having a debate about it. Right, you know, it's like, fuck on.
Good for you, Lisa. Good for you.
And you're weird, but she does have no maternal instincts, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I literally had to tell her, like, I am, like, no longer happy to have a close relationship with you. I'll kind of catch you, you know, like, around when I do, you know.
Why?
She's so mean to me. She's just, especially about the thing about my dad, you know, she just wouldn't tell me and she didn't know. She made up heaps of lies. And then when I found him, she changed her lies. You know, and it's just like she's just been fucking with me all these years. Yeah. And if I ask a question, I get, like, really told off for just asking my questions and how dare you say something like that. And, you know, you've got no manners, you know, because, you know, I just say things. That's who I am. But, you know, fuck it. I speak my mind.
Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
But my mum that I grew up with, she talked just like how I do, you know. She'll just say, you know, what the fuck are you looking at?
That's your birth mum.
You know.
Like, sorry,
she was very, yeah, my adopted mum. And she was very intuitive and all that stuff, you know, like, we had a bond.
Yeah.
But this other thing, she can't bond to even any of her kids, and I'm so glad I didn't grow up with her.
Thank God. Thank God.
My poor baby brother and baby sister.
Oh. That's crazy, dude. I can't believe that. I don't know. Like, I think, like, what would I do? Like, if, like, my partner, like, my imaginary partner, was like, actually, I'm a woman now. I think I know what I'd do. But, like, fine. If you want to walk around in dresses, like, good. But dude, like, I like men, so, like, I don't think I'd like it. Like, how do you think you'd cope with it if that was happened to you?
I have one of my little sisters is gay, and she was with this lady for years, right? And then the lady decided to turn into a man, and my sister just went, fuck this, you're out of here. Hi, Miriam, darling.
I like that. Get a man.
I just can't see you. The green line popped up, but I can't actually see you to invite her.
Oh, shoot. I can't see her either.
Maybe she came in and out because we were talking about what we were just talking about.
Yeah, it's people don't like it. It's not. I don't. There's like a big chunk of me, Lisa, that doesn't understand why it's complicated. It shouldn't be. Like, you can pretend to be whatever you like. It's fine.
Yeah.
But you are not that. Like, as long as you essentially like, I don't know, like faking it. But you're being sorry, this is a turf hour. But like you can't be woman. Like you can't be a woman. It's not. In my mind, if my sister loved that person, why would she love them any less no matter what? You know? Well, like, I would. I mean, I would. Like, if it was my boyfriend, if it was my partner, and he was like, oh, actually, I want to be a woman now, and I want to wear dresses, and blah, 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 I would love them less. I wouldn't. Before that happens, it would have been like a build-up. You would have known they were more feminine, and, you know, they could have worn dresses around the house if they wanted to. But that would have turned you off as well? Like, would you run a mile? Yeah. Yeah, but that's not real love then, is it? Because that's conditional love to me. Like, if you want to be serious about someone, you love them warts and all. Like, they could go through a big car accident and come out with a mangled face and one leg and one arm or whatever. Sure. You're still going to love them? You know, it's the same sort of level stuff. No, that's okay. But that's a good point, Rachel. That's a good point. I think the thing I would love least about them, like the thing that would make me not want to love them, is that they're like cosplaying as women. Sorry, it's a bit super. I don't like it. Yeah. And it's just my personal preference. Like, maybe that makes me a bad person. Maybe it does. I'm not sure. But no, I would. No, I think they're not unacceptable. You probably wouldn't have met them, you know, like in that context. True. But dude, I think if they wear a man and they wanted to wear like women's clothes, like skirts or whatever, I think I'd rather that. I think I'd be okay with that, like, because it's just like, you know, it's good. I'm fine with that. Like, that's okay. Yeah, he was a macho man. He was a bodybuilder, muscle guy, and sometimes he'd be fluffing around in the morning, cooking porridge in his apron and skirt, you know, with his fluffy slippers on, and he was pouncing around like a lady, and I wouldn't even blink twice. But that's not my partner, you know what I mean? It wasn't my partner. I mean, I don't think I'd be attracted to that person anymore. Like, I think the attraction would go. Like, it just well, I wasn't attracted to him. He's a friend. No, for sure. But, like, for sure, I wouldn't be mad about it. Like, I wouldn't be mad, but I don't think I'd be attracted to that person anymore. That's just that. This is a natural thing, right? Like, if I'm in a relationship, I want to be in a relationship with a man. I don't want to be in a relationship with a woman. And if you want to wear skirts and dresses and stuff, like, that's fine, do you, but I don't think I'd be attracted to it. I'd like to, like, be in a relationship still, but what about if they were a Samoan wearing a lover? I'd give it that. Yeah, me too. And a Scotsman with his kilt on, you know. I'm so good with that. Of course I'm good with that. Like, yes. That's still real men, you know, with, testosterone and masculinity. Yeah. I think as long as, like, you've learned to be a man, I think it's good. Like, as long as you know you're a man, like, I don't, this is just me, but I don't like the cross-dressing thing. I don't think I would be able to do that. It's just because, like, it's not because I want to judge you. I don't mean to, but I don't find it attractive at all. I think it's kind of groshy. But if you're wearing like a lava or a kilt, have you ever been to a vice versa party? No, I have, and I was absolutely disgusted with my behaviour. So the woman goes me and the man goes woman, and if it was everyone does it, and I was I had to like have a shower and wash the roll off me because I've become that very toxic piece of shit.
I really was. I was embarrassed about myself.
I think it's kind of fun as well. Like me wearing like a mustache or something and like wearing a suit. It's like I think that's kind of cute and funny. But I think it's cute and funny. Like, but I think like my whole thing is like you can be cute and funny. You can do whatever you like. You can wear what you like, as long as you know what you are. Like you're a man or you're a woman. Like it's important to me. And if my partner was not sure if they're a man or a woman, I'm not into that.
Some of these people, they get bum implants to make their bums big. I mean, like, I just don't get that. Right? That's weird, too. There was this woman, and she was, like, must be a influencer or whatever, and she tried to get into this car. Her ass was too big. She goes, "Oh, these Peugeot, whatever it was, discriminate against, bigger ladies." I mean, you made your ass that big. She went and got surgery to make it fucking huge. Because these women, they got huge tits, hourglass waists, and then huge asses. That is not normal. That's a cartoon figure. You have to get work done to actually achieve that. Physiology just doesn't work that way. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Dee, 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 dee. You know you're on mute, right? He's probably. She's spending a penny. She's writing letters to Queen.
Yeah. I just think
She's on the penny. Writing a letter to the King.
I'm not even paying. Sadly, I'm not even paying. I'm still here. I was just teaching my sister. Oh, I had a little bit drunk.
I'm sorry.
That's what
I am going for a pee, but I will leave the phone except where it is.
Don't pee and leave your mic on, Lisa. Like, don't do an error. Don't do that. Lisa, I don't know if you can still hear me, but I'll be back soon, okay?
Right, I'm back. Oh, we lost you. So it's just wisdom. You're watching some live YouTube, are you?
Lisa, I'm game now.
Okay, I was wondering. Everything's just wet. All the floors just feels everything's so damp. It's like almost like a heavy mist sort of a rain, but a little bit heavier.
There's some good rain today. It's been nice.
We need it.
We do need it. Yeah.
We had no water for a few days. Well, actually, when I woke up Friday morning, there was no water.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, it took till about Wednesday, I think, to get the water back on.
Shush. That's not good, sir. I know it's that.
I just went and got some stuff to clean the tank. You know, you pour it in and just forget about it. I didn't even know such things friggin' existed.
Oh.
All these years I've never used it. But I thought let's be on the safe side. Now that I know it exists anyway.
Yeah.
Do it once a year when we clean out the... Because sometimes, roots grow through the pipes, always. So once in a while you've got to go and, like, pull them all out.
Yeah.
Clean everything up.
Mrs. Hi. Alright, sorry guys, I've got to go.
Okay.
Briefly. I'm just going to call my sister. Sorry.
Okay, lots of love. I'll hang out for a bit. Give your love to your sister from us. Me. Doc, are you back from your bloody run? Hi, Rohit. Rohit. Hi.
Thanks for inviting me.
How do you say your name?
You spelled it correct. It's Rohit.
Oh, thank you. Rohit.
I was just wondering why, like, people from Australia, why are still they supporting US? Because they impose so many tariff, right?
We're not in Australia.
Yeah, they did this on Australia.
We're not in Australia.
Sorry, I'm still here. Sir, we are not in Australia.
Oh, Anna, you are from New Zealand, right? I forgot.
Yeah, Ian's telling you.
New Zealand as well, they impose tariff, right?
Not I'm aware of.
So it is going to be difficult, isn't it?
How?
Is he talking about tariffs?
Yes.
Tariffs and inflation.
I don't know. He put 10% on us, did he? And I don't know what the Aussies...
I don't know where it is. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's a list. A list came out this week.
Wait, 10%? Okay. All right.
Well, it's 20% with a 10% discount for whatever he wants of us. Right?
Slow down. Slow down. It's so stupid.
Well, it probably fucking works.
But for what, dude? For what? Like,
I don't know. I didn't bother listening to the conversations, you know. But who was it? The Brits are going to get doubled 100% tariffs if they don't reinstate their free speech laws. That kind of thing. Oh, I think that's hilarious. If people are going to jail for wrong speak on social media and getting longer sentences than rapists, I mean, are you serious? It's fucking mad. Oh, she's back on the phone again. On the phone again.
Lisa, where are you from?
New Zealand.
No, you too from New Zealand.
Yeah.
You have a British accent though.
Sometimes. Sometimes I've got a bit of a Brit, but it's quite different.
Your parents and grandparents, they are from New Zealand or they are from somewhere else?
I was born here, but I stem from Scotland and Denmark. Just putting it in a short way.
Oh, okay. So you have a Scottish blood, right?
My mum was born in Manchester, England, but I'm going back to my grandparents.
So why your parents chose to came to New Zealand? Why didn't they settle there in Scotland?
Well, when they came here, they were children, so I don't think they had much choice.
Okay. I don't know much about New Zealand, but I have heard that it is a very vacant country, not much population.
Yeah, about 5 million. 5 million, so yeah, that's not many. But we're only a small island.
A lot of cold weather and all that.
Not really. Where I stay, it's tropical.
And where do you live? Near the Auckland or somewhere?
No, about the middle of the North Island.
It's in the middle of the North Island. Okay. I wanted to visit this Australia, the neighboring country. I want to go in the deserts, they have a lot of desert in the middle.
Yeah, there's no deserts here.
Australia is a very big country with a lot of snakes. A lot of kangaroos. Have you ever been there? I think you might have been there.
Yeah, I've been there. It's in reality, it's a police state. Wherever they go, they've got the boot on your throat. They make no bones about it.
You guys like my
Did you
tattoos?
say something, Juice?
You like my tattoos?
Not really. I can't see them, actually.
Here, I'll show a better picture.
I could make them bigger so I could see, but I was sort of, I've seen enough. Keep that red ticket on.
Hold on.
I'll give you another one.
I don't know.
Pardon?
I said, how about now?
Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's a bit better.
Yeah? Holy fuck.
When Anna gets off the phone, she can tell us what she thinks. I can compare the two side by sides.
Well, I think I like this one better. It's been getting me fucking sent to the fucking audience a lot, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't sound like a white guy anyway.
No, it's just some guy did timeless, right? He's a fucking degenerate. But I like using his pictures, they're funny. What about this one? This one's a cute one, man. Right here, man. You see that? Boom.
Oh, yeah, that's gross. I mean, what even is that?
What would you do? What would you do if you seen that guy walking towards you? He's like, yo, ma.
I just had to, bend over and run between his legs because I'm that short. He looks huge. I'll be running that fast that I'll just be zipping right invisibly past him.
He's kind of off balance, though. He's so big.
I am. Well, in fact, I could pick up a chair and be just as tall as him, I guess. My chair would reach him before he could reach me.
Yeah, what happened to your friend, man?
Oh, she'll be back. She's just talking to her sister.
Yeah.
Moaning about her life. We've been friends for years, me and Anna.
Yeah. You guys are both from New Zealand, or just you?
Yeah, no, we both. She's just further down the line.
Oh, yeah. Is there like a South Island and a North Island or some shit like that?
Yeah. We're both in the North Island, though. But she's probably 4 or 5 hour drive from where I am.
Yeah. So I don't sound like a white guy, yeah? I couldn't be a white guy, man. Fuck, man.
You could be a white guy. I've sort of met white guys with black guys sounding voices every now and again.
But I'm not even from America, though. That's the thing. So, like, I don't know how my voice sounds black unless it's like, a Canadian black guy or some shit.
Can't tell the difference between Canada and America. I cannot.
You can't.
Even the Philippines, it's hard to tell the accents.
No, Philippines. Welcome to the Northern. Can I take your order from Philippines? How are you doing?
Order.
Yeah, they work at all the fucking McDonald's over here. Fuck. Can I take your order? Welcome to the McDonald's.
Well, our mate Mano, he's probably gone to have dinner, I think. He's from Hawaii, who's Samoan, which is closer to our Pacific region. But yeah, he sounds just like any other American.
No, because Samoa's like, they have an agreement with America, right? Like a mutual agreement. Like it's
Yeah.
It's like a Puerto Rico type of deal, right? But they don't get the
There's 2 Samoas, one is American Samoa and the other is just Samoa, which is close to us.
Yeah. Yeah, I always wanted to go to New Zealand and Australia and shit, but fucking, I don't know now, man. We gotta get a new passport. But,
So where are you? Where in the world are you?
I'm in Canada.
Oh, Canada. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can get in there. Yeah, if you've got the money, you can just fly over. Because we're all in the Commonwealth countries.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They might stop me at the airport.
Not if you're a Canadian citizen. All in the Commonwealth.
So in New Zealand, do they have like fucking spiders the size of fucking dinner plates and shit?
No, not that big. Not really. There's a few big spiders, but they stay out of your way, put it that way. No snakes.
It's not like Australia.
No. We've got tight border security, that's why we've kept it this way.
Yeah, fuck, I don't know, man. There's nice beaches over there, or what?
Yeah. East Coast is usually golden sand and pretty safe for swimming. But the West Coast, a lot of the beaches have got black sand. Not where Anna lives though. She's West Coast further down. She's got golden sand there.
What's the black sand shit? What is that?
I don't know, man. I think it's like iron. There's tons of iron on it.
Oh.
You can take your magnet to the beach and collect tons of it.
It's crazy, man. Oh, we got this fucking snow over here, man. Fuck.
And right up top, the sand's red, so it's like almost like a chunk of Australia. Desert, that sort of red sand is right up the top of the North Island.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it sounds interesting. Maybe I'm gonna have to fucking sneak in there one day.
Yeah, I've been just about everywhere. All almost as a child right through, always travelling and exploring, but still haven't been everywhere.
Yeah.
The best way for someone like you is to, when you arrive, buy a van that you can sleep in, or a RV or something, and then when you finish, you sell it when you leave. So it's just like, as long as you got the money to put down on getting yourself something like that, you just keep going like that. It's beautiful travelling like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, got wheels, go where you want. And you meet people off the beaten track rather than just the main tourist centres.
Yeah, for sure. Little hostels, they have hostels there and shit too.
Yeah, backpackers.
Yeah.
And camps, you can stay at camps, and they've got pretty good facilities.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta make it over that way soon, maybe. I don't know, I wanna travel more, right? I didn't really travel in the last couple of years. So it'd be nice to travel. But
yeah.
I don't know. Stuck in a fucking winter wonderland right now. It's fucking snowing outside. It's fucked, man. I wish I was fucking born in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It's a shithole like everywhere else, but you make it what you make of it what you want to make of it, I guess.
At least it's a warm shithole.
Yeah, it's not as cold as Canada, that's for sure.
No. I can't do this shit over, man. Fucking, it's fucking cold, man. It's fucking cold, man. I need to fucking migrate and fucking get a suntan and shit. It's fucked.
Oh, it's a good place to come for a suntan. We've got a big hole in the ozone layer and keep burnt to crisp.
Yeah, for sure.
We have even got Zimbabweans married into our family, and they get burnt here. So that's something. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. When I was a kid, you never got burnt here. So I'm in my 50s now. You can't really walk in the sun for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I thought black people, they didn't get sunburned, they just get darker.
Yeah. Well, that would be true.
But I've seen our whānau from Zimbabwe. Yeah, have to watch out because they will get burnt. Just like white people. My uncle got burnt. He's fucking blacker than me, man. He went to Mexico, got burnt like a crisp. Yeah. So. Yeah, I had the travel bug and then the borders shut. And then since then, I just decided I really don't want to travel. Well, like, fuck that. Just stay home, be safe. I've got too many pets and animals and rather stay here with them and go and meet people. Most of the good people I know around the world have already died as well. So, it's running out of options to visit people.
Oh, you're back, Mary. I can't remember whether it's 5:05 or 7:05 in the morning where you are, Miriam. Your mic is off.
Good morning.
Good morning. So is it 7:05?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so, okay, on Sunday our clocks go back. So it will be 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh, then it's 10 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think now I'm in the same 12 hours apart with the Hawaiian time at the moment. So.
Yes, you are. You're with Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
But we are aligned at the time, 12 hours then, but then at some point we have to set the clock forward and you backwards, so there's two hours difference suddenly, and then of course, that it's PM or AM, right?
Yeah.
And why is Don in the audience? I thought he's chatterbox, so he was...
No, maybe he's doing his morning run.
Oh yeah. Well, it is 1:06 there at the moment in the night, so I don't think he will. And the other chaps in the room talking.
I was talking to Juice, I just got a call. Wisdom, interesting troll. He's got a YouTube channel. I subbed up to that. We'll see whether or not we see him around.
Interesting troll, you say?
Yeah, he was trying to put on a Tommy accent.
People then. I don't like to have trolls around me. They have these big noses and they are in these cages or caves, not washed hair, these trolling figures. You know what I mean?
I can only move him to the audience, but that would only, if he's listening, he could still be listening.
Yeah, well,
so,
never mind.
Anna never gave me all the magic powers for this kennel. I've got limited powers in the kennel.
Gee, I think I am not that... I have also something, but I'm not that special, but I don't need to. If I look at the list of the members of the house, I think I am also... There's also something behind it. What is it? Oh, there's also a green bean.
You can start rooms, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I mean, behind my name, not behind me. That's weird. Yeah.
I was talking to Raj. Ed, did you hear that we were talking about the conversation not being able to link up on Messenger? I was trying to hook him up with these Indian guys that I know.
Yeah.
Well, it finally worked this morning, and then you text me first. No, actually, Maya texted me first, and then it was you text me, like all within a short space of time. So I thought, I'm trying to see whether I can hook up Raj with these Indian guys, and it worked. So it must have been a glitch to find out. Because I've been trying to find Mana on Messenger as well for ages. And same with you. It wasn't working.
Yeah, well, I have the feeling that somebody hacked my profile. That's what I thought.
Okay.
The moment I wanted to get in, because I got in now in another, how do you say this? On another
account. Yeah, I saw you and I thought, I wonder if that's you. but I wasn't kind of keen enough to test it out.
Yeah. And then there was this person, then I filled, I typed in my email address that I used the first time, and then it says, "Is this you?" And then there was some douchebag Indian-looking person next to a mule, and then it says my name also underneath it, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" So I think that somebody hacked it or whatever. I don't know. Find it a little odd. I didn't make a screenshot. I forgot. I should have done that. But yeah. But I think I'm sort of a target, or I was the target at that moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got to be so careful.
Yeah, and I also decided to get off some other platforms too.
Okay.
And
I
maybe,
can't bother.
maybe, but I also am looking into being that much on your phone, and I have this thing on my phone. I think everybody has that you can check how long your screen time is, and my let's say my eyebrows raised to the roof when I saw this. I was like, my God, am I that long every day on my phone? I should do other things. So
yeah.
So I think I should also just dose it. How do you say it? That you make it less.
Monitor your use. But you can still be doing things and being online. You can still be doing stuff while you're chit-chatting away. That might make it easier to get the jobs done. It sort of takes your mind off what you're doing. That's why often I just listen to podcasts and stuff or a radio station so that my mind's listening into a conversation or something.
Yeah.
And I'm just running around doing the boring chores I have to do, and they get done pretty much easier like that.
But I think, that's good that you say this. Yeah. Yeah.
So I did get a message from Alex, and all the court stuff he got found not guilty. So all that shit, it's all been ruled out. So that's good news for him. They had like a trial this week. So now he can move on to getting custody of his oldest son properly.
Okay. Oh, he has 2 sons?
Yes. So he's with his new wife now, and they've got a new baby boy. Well, the oldest son that's been in the social service care, he's about almost I think around 4 now, 3 or 4. So, he's been fighting for custody, but because he had criminal charges against him from the mother of the child, and it was pretty bad, and it's all just been, found not guilty. Because she was crazy as fuck, and I've read some of her, testimony, and it's just, you can see, without even knowing the person, it's lie after lie after lie. So talking about the statement analysis stuff, she's just making stories up as it's coming out of her mouth. That's what it looks like. And I'm not saying Alex is perfect, because nobody is. But he definitely wasn't as guilty of the kind of, at the level of stuff that she was, putting out there, and that was preventing him from getting his son. I don't even think she wants the kid, but she don't want him to have the kid either. It's one of those sick situations, which I cannot understand people in that mindset that do dumbass shit like that. I just don't get it. especially when it comes to kids. Oh, I don't want you, but your father can't have you either. It's a kind of, my mother was kind of like that, just hasn't got a nurturing bone in her body. She could lay me on the railway tracks and not even blink, you know. I can laugh about it, but
Wow, that's awful.
I'm glad I grew up, you know, with a different mother. She was really intuitive and really staunchly, you know, like how I am now. If I see something happening to a kid, I will step in or speak up. Not a problem, even though you get gunned down for being nosy. What plans have you got today, Miriam?
Well, I have to go to the supermarket, but that's, I guess, it.
Yeah. I need to do my garden. It's like, you know, over 1 metre high in parts.
Oh, wow.
So it's been a overdue task, if you can put it that way. And now that the weather's cooling down, it's probably going to be easier for me to go out there. G'day, Azizi. I might want to invite you to speak.
Hello and good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
How are you guys doing?
Well, thank you.
That's good. What are you talking about?
We were just talking about one of our friends.
Okay, cool. Do you come frequently to Clubhouse? I haven't been able to talk to you for a while. I think we are talking about a few months.
Okay, usually once or twice a week.
Okay.
And usually to this room.
Okay, and I'll join this room.
Do you know Anna?
Anna? Yeah, your friend, Anna?
Yeah. She's the kind of the house owner.
I know her, but when I try to join this house, it says, sorry, you're not eligible to rejoin this house. I think I have been on this house and someone has kicked me.
Oh. Was me.
Me.
I have not got the power to do that anyway.
Yeah.
Anna doesn't usually kick people because she likes, if a troll comes in, she has fun with them, you know, and she never kicks them or blocks them.
Lady, and I never do anything that'll, make people angry at me or frustrate them.
Yeah.
So maybe it was a mistake or someone else has done this.
Could be.
Yes. Yeah, I forgot. You were from New Zealand or Anna?
Both of us.
Oh, both of you, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever watch cricket?
No. But I know a lot of my Indian friends ask me that question because they're getting into their cricket right now.
Cricket is very famous in Asia, that's why.
Yeah.
And New Zealand has got a very nice cricket team, an intelligent one.
Yes. We take our New Zealand-India matches seriously.
Yeah, of course. What I like about the New Zealand players is that they're very calm. They don't express too many emotions like the other players. I don't know how they do that. That is a very special talent.
You're right. I never thought about it.
Yeah, they have a lot of patience. Like, they don't get angry easily. I've never seen a New Zealand player get angry. Maybe that's the case with every New Zealand resident.
No, that's not true, but cricket players maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah. Well, you have to push a Kiwi a long way before you meet their hot temper. But once you meet their hot temper, it might be the last thing you ever do. Gets like that.
Does New Zealand have 4 seasons?
Yes.
Okay. Like, which is the worst season? Is winter too cold or summer too hot?
Probably both. I don't really have a worst season, but I like spring the most. It's my favourite season.
Mm-hmm.
We're in autumn at the moment.
Oh, you're in the autumn?
Mm-hmm. I'm just starting autumn.
Oh, you're just starting. We've already started spring here in Afghanistan. You also have Twitter.
Yeah.
Fraternity General Wapiti. Okay. You also got a blue tick.
Yes, I just bought it for 1 year.
For 1 year, did you pay in advance for all the months, or you pay on?
No, I just paid it like an annual, because it was like 50%, price. So I thought, oh, stuff it, I'll just buy it, because I wanted to use the AI.
Okay, how much did they charge you?
Probably about $100.
Okay.
But the full price is almost $200, so I probably won't buy it again. Like, I don't see any reason. But I've already got the AI though. I've got it on my phone now.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to upgrade the AI on the phone, they want to charge $50 a month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh hell no.
I think
don't need it that bad.
The actual price for this blue tick on X is like $8 a month.
Okay.
But I think like since you subscribe for a year, they give you a discount.
Yeah, I wanted to just check it out when they had the special. I thought I'll just try it out. I'll do an annual subscription, and it got a little bit intense because your posts get more views. Yeah. So I think I would rather have it low key in a way, because it was stressful getting too much notifications and that.
Yeah.
I'm not in it to, what do you call it, engagement farming or something. I'm not into that. I don't care about that. I just like swearing at politicians and venting, getting my opinion off my chest.
What chest?
Sorry?
You say getting people's opinion on your chest?
Oh no, getting it off my chest.
Oh, okay.
Like venting, just,
put out a post that describes how frustrated I'm feeling, and then, okay, so it's one way of coping with things that get annoying, or, you know, just saying my opinion gets off my chest, takes a weight off me.
Of course. Do you work?
Not at the moment. I do, but it's not paid work. I'm looking for paid work then.
Okay. Is it easy?
I write in my part-time. I look after my husband. He's elderly, and I write, sew clothes, do gardening. So I am busy, but it's just not paid work.
That's good.
What about you? What do you do?
I do like work under a UN funded project. Not directly with the UN, but like when they fund a project, like they make donations, you know, like charity and stuff. Yeah, in the poor countries, in the countries where people need help, like my country.
Yeah.
So I do work over there.
So what do you try and get people to donate, or you like boots on the ground doing something?
No, the UN doesn't want people to donate. They already have countries that give them money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they share the money with among the poor countries. So they design projects and they allocate funds for them. So they send us funds and money, and they also send us the design of the project and how to spend the money. So all we do is implement their plans.
Oh, so what project are you working on?
In Afghanistan, if you do research, most of their projects are like in food distribution to people or cash distribution. Yes. But what I do is our organization run a few projects, not only one. There's one project which is called School Feeding. They distribute high energy biscuits and vegetable oil to the students in order to increase the enrollment of students to schools.
Yes.
And in addition, they want the malnutrition to be ended in this country. So
that's good.
We facilitate this process. There's another project which is called Child Protection. They help vulnerable children, both mentally and like the children who are sick, they give them cash to their parents so that they can take them to a doctor.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. So what about girls in schools? What's the story about that?
The story about the girls in schools is that ever since the Taliban took over Afghanistan in 2021, they banned girls from schools, like from grade 7 to 12. Do you also have the same grades like in my country, 12 grades in school?
Well, let me see, because it changed. We used to call them primers and standards, but now they call them years. Year 12. Yeah, it must be 12 years. Yeah.
It's the same. From grade 1 to 6, the girls are allowed to go to schools, but when they are done with grade 6, they don't have to go to schools anymore. The Taliban don't say that they will not allow them, but they keep telling people that they're working on how to let girls resume their education. They want to change the system and stuff.
So that would mean should be schools for girls above grade 6.
There are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Of course. There are schools for girls. Their teachers are girls. Their principal is a lady.
Yeah.
And, yeah, their watchman.
I'm down with that. Yeah, I understand that.
There's no reason they have to keep them closed.
Yeah, because to the West it looks like, oh, you're trying to make women, like, dumb them down. You don't want them to be educated. That's how it sort of looks from afar.
That's what they actually do. That's what they actually do. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I understand.
That is what they're actually doing. They're not letting girls do anything. They're not letting girls do jobs.
Like excellent, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not all of them, but like, girls do work in my country, but not at the extent that they did before their,
like lawyers and politicians, they won't want girls getting master's degrees, I guess. I'm not sure if you're talking, but it just sounds like I'm in your pocket.
You know what? Do you have like AirPods on?
No.
No one else has ever told me that they can't hear me. That's why. But I'll try to talk louder.
I thought you were talking, but I could see the little grey circle around you moving, but I couldn't hear anything. It just sounded like the bump, 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 bump in a pocket.
Maybe that's because of the poor network.
Okay, yeah, it could be.
Of course. All I said was there's no reason they have to keep girls this way.
Well, it's happened in the world, and then that cycle got broken. So now women are, they can go and learn to be anything they want to be. Maybe that they feel that like that's a threat, but they're cutting their own noses off to spite their faces because it takes men and women to make a whole kind of cycle.
Of course, like, the Taliban are religious extremists,
Sorry, I'm just having mute up. I was listening.
Okay.
Yeah, religious extremism on any level is not good.
Yeah.
But every religion can be guilty of the same thing. And either way, I don't think it's a good thing. Hi, Ben. Hi, Trevor. But it's funny because once upon a time, Christianity would have been seen as religious extremism. And in some aspects it probably still is, depending on the sect.
people focusing on Islamism and what's